The whole theater was lit, bruh.
It's like, nah.
When them eyes, when he was holding them and flashing, and those eyes moved, I see you, nigga. I see you.
He was like,
It
was Star Wars.
Oh, shit.
It was Star Wars, Obi-Wan versus Anakin. Don't try it.
Gracias por ver La Esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. We are here. It is Justice League spoiler time. I'm Jody Joe, repping that Superman status, as you already know. To my right is the man, the myth, the legend himself, TheKode.
That's what's up. Thank you for getting me right.
I always get you right, bro. I ain't J3.
Yeah.
Shout out to J3 and shout out to Justice League.
You know.
I'm glad you was able to come and watch this movie with me, man. Wasn't expected for you to come, but
yeah, me neither. I didn't know it was today. Shit, I don't be knowing shit, but
you don't be knowing shit.
I'm glad I came.
I'm glad you did too. You got to experience something. We're gonna talk about it. Let me let you guys know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do negatives first. So me and you, all negatives.
All right, a lot of fucking negatives. So.
Yeah, I think we do. And it's spoilers, so we can say whatever we want.
All right, cool.
And then we gonna hit y'all with the positives. So let's start out. Where you want to start off? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Go ahead. Where you want to go?
Negatives?
Negatives, yeah.
Negatives.
All right, this story's a mess. The story's a mess.
There.
Why the freak?
But story, villain, terrible.
I agree.
Ending anticlimactic like a motherfucker.
I agree.
Holy shit.
And I think some of it is because the film got cut short. I believe Zack Snyder's cut had a lot more Steppenwolf in it. And clearly origins to Darkseid. I know to Apocalypse. I think that the Snyder cut shows him on Apocalypse talking to Darkseid when he sends him to Themyscira when he shows up like that.
Maybe.
Because
that's another part of the problem I have with this movie. This movie assumes too much. Like if you haven't seen Batman vs Superman and got everything that they were trying to set up,
oh, you need it.
Yeah, because this movie relies heavily on you knowing all of that stuff.
Man of Steel BVS, yep.
Yeah, and the whole Darkseid bit, it relies heavily on that too. But he's not even in the movie, not even mentioned.
Yeah.
So
he is mentioned.
He is mentioned.
Except it says for Darkseid.
Oh yeah, but then again, nobody knows who he is. It's like
exactly.
Unless you're one of those fans that knows this is a comic book movie. There's Darkseid.
We're only talking about as a film in the film.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. That has no context within the movie. If you're my mother watching this movie, that's
well, you don't know. If you haven't watched BVS, and even if you haven't watched BVS for the most part, you're in blind, and you're not gonna know a lot of stuff. You're gonna ask why to everything, like especially when it comes to the mother boxes. What are mother boxes? And even though I've seen BVS, and I know what mother boxes are from the comics, I still don't know really what they are in this film.
Yeah, and why is he doing it? Like, okay, it's set up. He's a conqueror of worlds.
Yes,
but nothing beyond.
Why
that.
here? Why not?
Why Earth? Why?
Because the Kryptonians are gone.
And then there's another thing. How does he know about Kryptonians and lanterns? Who the fuck are lanterns?
Exactly.
It's a hot mess.
Exactly. So basically,
hot mess.
So apparently, there's let me give a synopsis.
It's a lot of fan service.
Right.
With the lantern, showing him killing a lantern. Right. So my mother, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, what just happened? Nothing.
What does the "my mother" mean when he says that? Now that I don't understand.
I don't know that either.
My mother, oh glory. He talks to these mother boxes. Mother sent me here. Right. My mother, I understand why you sent me here now. I think Granny Goodness.
I don't know.
Something like that.
I thought that was a clever play on words, saying that the mother boxes is just like the power is the mother. Like it's a like they said it create like, but I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea because I assumed that Darkseid was supposed to be the mother figure. The mother
exactly.
Figure. He's the one that sends. He's the one that's
But in this film, it looks like there's two separate ones. There's the mother, and then there's Darkseid.
Well, like I said, the mother was the play on words.
Mother Apocalypse or something. I don't know. So basically, what's happening in this film? The Justice League are back together. Superman died in BVS. Now, Batman wants to get the group together to fight this terror that he just feels is coming to Earth from a dream.
Right.
A premonition that he had.
And again,
from the Flash.
On the other movie.
Exactly, from the Flash.
Makes no sense if you...
You're right.
Because that was a snippet in the other movie. So
you base this entire movie off of a snippet dream sequence from BVS. Yep.
And even when what's his name? Alfred pulled up all of the We've got to recruit people. It was this another snippet that was it the end credits or at the end? Same shit. So if you didn't catch that or didn't know who they were, which you couldn't have because in the other movie they just did that snippet.
Yes.
So
I feel that if it's because this is Zack Snyder's story.
Yeah.
He's trying to tie it into BVS, and it's just awful.
Yep.
It's absolutely awful, and I really believe this film would have been so much better if there was no mother boxes, if there was no apocalypse, if there was no Steppenwolf or Darkseid or anything like that. If it was a simple villain who just wants to do something to the earth, or just a bad guy, or even a Baron Zemo type of guy that actually could, nuke the world, something like that, something simple.
Slow down. Let's go back to reshoots real quick.
All right.
I'm still with story.
Okay.
In Batman vs. Superman, the Earth came up like Superman was like doing something. Remember? When he was buried. Remember?
Yes.
That implies that he's still alive.
Yes.
Maybe implying a return.
Yes.
But the return gotta be because of reshoots.
That's Joss.
Clearly the return had nothing to do with
that's Joss.
Superman being in the ground, that dirt lifting.
That's
that
Joss.
Was completely wiped away.
Yes.
So even if you watched the movie and you saw that, you have to deal with the fact that they were reshoots. But again, if you're my mother, you know nothing about reshoots, and you were following that movie, you're like, wait, what happened? Deleted scenes, stuff cut, what? Again, hot mess.
So let's just go ahead.
It's a hot mess.
That's a whole can of worms I gotta address.
It's a hot mess.
The story is a mess. We could go into details and break the story down completely, but let's just throw it away. It's out the window.
They threw it away. So.
It's trash. Then let's not spend no more time on the story.
All right, that shit.
Now let's go to what you just opened up.
Okay.
Superman's return.
Okay, let's go.
Let's talk about Superman's return. We're negative, so.
Yeah, we're negative.
Okay.
Let's go.
The plot device used to bring Superman back was the Flash.
Flash defibrillator.
A Flash defibrillator inside of the Genesis chamber from the Man of Steel's ship.
Right.
The same very chamber that bring Doomsday to life from Zod's body.
Right.
That is terrible. It's garbage. It's not viable, and it's weak.
It is terrible.
And this, I believe, 100% that this was a reshoot and it was a script change, and it was changed by Joss Whedon.
Me too.
And this is on Joss Whedon's shoulder. Joss,
I don't blame him though.
I blame him for it being whack. This is all his idea.
I blame him for the change and what he did, but
I don't blame him for the overall.
No. I don't blame him for going that direction because I believe he was trying to make light of what was gonna happen, like the alternative. You couldn't go in that direction. I don't believe you could have went that direction.
Nigga, that's where I'm trying to go, bro. You skipping ahead of me, man.
Go ahead.
I think it's trash how you had the Flash jump charge the mother box. Superman got reborn from the mother box because it replenishes genes and life, and because Bruce Wayne expedited everything and explained everything.
Right.
And it said basically Superman's Kryptonian DNA doesn't degenerate like a regular human. Right. So you're in the casket and you're still like you just died yesterday. They went and dug his body up and he was
that way
fresh, like he just died.
Yeah, because
he still smelled good.
He's in a state. You can't call it death because he's not decaying.
No, he was dead.
No, he's dead, decaying. But for a Kryptonian, he's not gonna decay.
He won't decay.
Right.
He was dead.
So that's why he said we don't know what state he's in.
They changed it. They changed it to him actually truly being dead. Well, in BDS, he was still alive.
No, I don't think I get that. But what I got from that is he's dead. But that's how we see it. But for a Kryptonian,
he's not dead.
Yeah, with that, it's not dead because
exactly. You can
revive him with a charge and shit.
No, he would have. In the Death of Superman, the animated, they did it that way.
Yeah,
and they did it in the Dark Knight Returns.
He comes back naturally.
Yes,
I got that.
Exactly. No, I had a mistake. The Death of Superman, where he lowered his heartbeat to like 1 beat per couple days, and it shut his system down till he would recharge, and then he just broke out of the casket.
Right.
That's what Zack Snyder was going for. Which I understand. I'm cool for that. That's what I was. That's where he was going.
But there's a problem with that.
What's the problem?
I want to.
You're going ahead.
Go ahead.
Exactly. I'm sorry. Stop a freak.
Go ahead.
So it's my belief that Joss Whedon changed it, and he actually had to kill Superman both ways, Kryptonian way and Earth, how we perceive it way, to bring him back with this mother box and the Genesis chamber. It was garbage and it's unbelievable, and I don't buy it. And that's all on Josh's shoulders to me.
It is. To me too.
But it's the less of two evils if you think about a grand scale.
That's where I was going at. That's why I don't
go ahead. And I'll let you take it. Go ahead and go where you're going to go with it, and I'll just piggyback off where you're. We're going in the same place. Yeah, we're going to the same place.
To me,
I'll take it.
After he read or whatever was seen that Snyder was going to have him resurrect normally, but be a dark, evil Superman or whatever.
Yeah.
No. We can't have that. So we'll fix that.
Yes.
And then we're going to have the good Superman come back with the defibrillator shit and lost his memory a little bit. We're not going to go the dark route.
Yes.
That's what I got
It
from
is
that.
my honest belief.
That's what I believe
Zack
too.
Snyder took another piss on Superman by bringing him back evil.
Right. And before, because you know how the comments go. I believe he was going dark because of all the rumors about a black suit Superman.
Correct.
And also Henry Cavill himself tweeted out a picture of a black freaking Superman
he was going to do that with the mullet and the gun.
And there was also pictures on set of him wearing a black suit or whatever. So I think they were going that route. Maybe all that was trickery to deceive the fans. But that's what I believe because there was a black suit.
And I don't think that Snyder was going to do the Reign of Superman story when he returned from the dead with the Eradicator and the Ancient Kryptonian. He was not going to do that. He was going to half do it. Just a little taste of it with the black suit Superman. But he wasn't going to fully do the restoration from the comics like it took place.
Right.
So he was only doing little snippets.
Right.
And I really believe he was going to be evil. And on that notion, with that belief that me and you both share, I'll take Joss Whedon's.
Yeah, that's why I said I can't really fault him.
But it's trash. But it's the less of two evils.
But he had to do what he had to do.
Exactly,
in my opinion.
And I understand this is not fact. We just believe this.
Right. I just believe it. What is a fact is the way he came back. That's a fact. And what also is a fact is he clearly wasn't coming back that way based on what we've seen before.
Yes.
Those are facts.
Yes.
Clearly shit was changed.
And what's also a fact is that Zack Snyder does not like Superman. Because
I don't know about that.
No, that's not fact. But we go by a factual what he did. He took a piss on Superman in BVS and in Man of Steel. He was not the Superman in Man of Steel, and he sure as heck went to Superman in BVS. He made him an anti-hero or an anti-villain almost.
Right.
And now
he made him unsympathetic.
I believe, and now I believe the shot. I think there was great stuff in Snyder's. I think Snyder's film was more complete than this one.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
We wouldn't have, I don't think I would have liked it as much. Yeah, exactly. But it would have been more complete.
It would have been more complete, more cohesive. But
trash,
I really
like BVS.
I understand Warner Brothers executives. They saw that cut and they bring in Joss Whedon because the executives saw the film and he said, "This is garbage. We need to fix this shit."
I have nothing against Zack Snyder, but
I don't have nothing against him either.
If Josh would have started from the start, it would have been on and popping.
Yes.
Holy shit, it would have been on and popping.
Yes.
I got more negatives.
We have, we do. But with bringing Superman back was terrible, but it was necessary.
When he came back, though,
that's in positive.
Josh was like, boom.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Wait. We on negatives only. We on negatives only. Bad. So another negative.
When he came back, still negative, but when he came back, that suit, it was on point, but again, it's the compare and contrast. Yeah. Where did it come from? Why is it this color? Again, if you're my mother and you're what? Let me stop saying wrong. If you're watching the other movie, it's like it's the same suit. It's just brighter for no reason at all.
Jaws.
Like I know, but I'm talking film wise. In the films, like it's just there.
Yeah.
Just cause
they did not remake a new suit from scratch.
Right. It's like
they kept the same suit.
Right. It's like why does he have this suit? Film wise, story wise, there's no reason for it. It's just there. That's a problem.
In Snyder's film, they're gonna show how Superman got the suit.
Right.
They're gonna explain it, and
so that was a negative for me. It was like his suit was different for no reason.
That wasn't a negative for me.
For me, it's like
I understood that we gotta expedite. We gotta get to
but that's not a part of the movie. That's a part of script and rewriting and reshoots and the new director and all that stuff. That has nothing to do. I'm talking about the movie's negative. That's a negative. It just happened for no reason. Like let's say Superman came back and he was bald.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like why is he bald? Nothing. Just. He's bald.
Okay.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's a negative for me.
All right.
Sorry, that's a negative. It's
Me, I'm gonna say no on the suit. That's a positive.
That's a positive too. But I'm saying the way it's in the movie, that's a negative.
That's because of the circumstances, and I understand.
Those circumstances aren't in the movie, so again, negative.
Got you.
Negative.
All right, so are we? Do we have
I got more. Yeah,
do we have any more? No. Do we have any more negatives with Superman? Let's go character by character.
Okay.
Do we have any negatives with Superman to say left? I'm done. That's all I got. Is how he came back.
I have more negatives, but they're nitpicks, so I'm not gonna go there.
All right, so let's move on to Cyborg.
Hold up. I gotta say the nitpick, just one of them.
You got
the digitally just want that mustache getting digitally removed.
Yeah,
it was clearly obvious.
Okay,
his face looked CG. I'm sorry.
I saw it too.
It was terrible.
I believe I only saw it because I knew that it was there.
I agree with you. I only saw it. I saw it because I knew it was there. If I didn't know it was there, he would have just looked weird to me. Like, why does he look like that?
Exactly.
Why does his face look like that? That's what I would have been saying. Still bad though. Still
I agree. Fine.
Still bad.
Nitpick.
Sorry, it's a nitpick, but I'm sorry.
Nitpick. All right, so let's move on to Cyborg. Negatives? Any problems with Cyborg?
Not really, because Cyborg was coming from nothing.
He was introduced in this film.
Yeah, he was introduced in this film, and they were speeding. It was clearly sped up because it's not a Cyborg movie. Mm-hmm. But what I got was okay.
Okay.
I don't really have any negatives with Cyborg, and I'm not a Cyborg fan. Yeah. Like, I don't read Cyborg, so I really can't tell you if they got the character right or whatever. So I don't really have any negatives with Cyborg, to be honest. What you got?
I don't think I have any straight up negatives. I think there was improvements. I think they could have put him in there more, actually. Yeah. I would like to see a little bit more of him. Yeah. That's a kind of a positive if you think about it. But there's no negatives for Cyborg.
Not for me neither.
Do you want to tackle Batman?
We can tackle Batman.
Let's tackle Batman. Negatives for Batman, I'll say this.
Go ahead.
Ben Affleck is too old.
Obviously. He
just can't do the maneuvers, and he can't do the live action practical work. To me, he can do it because I saw him do it. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
He's big.
He's more sluggish in this movie.
He's sluggish. Exactly.
BVS shit.
Well, in the BVS, Snyder's directing made that warehouse fight scene what it is. A lot of cuts, a lot of choreographed things in the right place, right time. Right. But if you don't, there was a shot in this movie in particular, 2 shots, where in the beginning when he fought the Parademon, he was very clunky.
He's tanky. He's a tank.
He's huge. Yeah, he's tanky, and there's no finesse, and I don't buy him as a fighter.
Yeah, he's not like you said the cuts. I guess.
He's not exactly.
He had that quick finesse. In the last movie, I guess the cuts was making it look like that. Like this is the Batman, the martial arts guy. Like bam. He didn't have that. He had that.
And even though he still had the nice, beautiful cinematography of him sitting on top of things, his cape in the darkness.
Every time I see him, I was impressed.
This nigga Batman.
Whenever he's standing, I'm impressed. Whenever he's going, I'm impressed.
That's a positive. Wait.
Yeah.
All right, but negatives. I'm talking about negatives. Ben Affleck. I like Ben Affleck. He's just too old. He doesn't have that young man. He's not sprightly, man. He's not sprightly. Him moving in that costume, it just looked Let me tell you the other scene. When he kicked that Parademon,
it was slow.
It was the most slow motion kick, and it looked like it hurt him to do the kick, bro. It was a slow motion.
It looked like his arm was on the ground.
Yeah, it was a pathetic side kick.
What's going on?
I said, brother, and the Parademon flew back, and I was just like, that's an old guy in a suit.
In that's positive, I guess. But in his defense, he did admit that I'm way past doing this shit.
Yeah, I'm getting too old.
So if that's what they were going for, y'all wait. I'm convinced that this nigga shouldn't be doing this shit.
But that's contrast to what he's doing. He was wrecking the shit out of Parademons. Even in this
he was like,
he was wrecking the shit out of Parademons too. So
he had that. I got the skill, just not to, I can't.
It's Michael.
You're too powerful.
You're
too powerful for me.
It's Michael Jordan in his retirement year. I could still go, but my body's saying no.
Yeah.
It's Kobe when he retired. My mind is here.
I see your punch coming. I would wreck you if I was younger.
If I was 10 years younger, I would get you. Well, you're not.
My mind is there, but
exactly.
I just can't keep up with you because you're whatever.
And I noticed it when they jumped out the hangar and.
Oh man!
It looked like it hurt. All the league members.
I laughed. He was the only.
Everybody else was just jumping out, boing, boing, boing. All the youngsters just hopping. Jason Momoa, another big dude, but he's young. He was just, he's doing his athletic thing. It's the age.
But he looked good as shit.
He looked good in the suit. Stop positives. But I think that it's a young man's game with the way they're going forward, and I noticed that with Batman, and the choreography for the fighting was not on the same level as it was in BVS with Batman. Batman's fighting was not there.
It wasn't there.
Yeah. What about you?
With Batman?
Yeah.
Negatives?
Yeah.
Aside from the Martian, he did do a flip though. Finally
that
did
flip,
the flip.
That flip was slow mo.
It was in slow motion too,
like
though.
wire work.
He finally did it.
That
though.
flip was an eyesore, bro.
He finally did it though.
He did it, but it didn't look right, bro.
Finally did it. It was in slow motion. But my negatives for Batman is pretty much the same as you. And if we're gonna go there, I'm Batman. But that's how he's supposed to be.
Right.
His fighting was too tanky. He was too tanky.
And it wasn't like, we understand he's a tanky Batman. So
yeah, he's an old Batman.
He's an older.
If that's what they were going for, that's a win. I'm like, I said.
But for me,
like you said,
no.
BVS.
Exactly. Yeah. BVS was the tanky.
He was
Batman.
supposed to be still the BVS Batman.
Exactly.
But he's not.
He's not the BVS Batman.
He's just.
And this is still Snyder,
that's
same
still
director.
good though. So
maybe their choreographers wasn't the same from BVS to this film. Maybe just Ben Affleck's just like, and he says interviews. I just don't have. He says it's so hard to gain muscle. I'm older, man. I'm older. I don't want to do it anymore.
And a nitpick. I'm sliding a nitpick. Nitpick negatives. Freaking Batman. Like J3 was saying, he got a little bright at times. But whatever, that's a nitpick.
Oh yeah. I guess you could say he got corny at times.
Yeah, so what? It's a nitpick, but
yeah, yes. If you want the dark all the time, just 100%, then you're gonna be upset because he does crack a couple of jokes, and I think that was good for me. I like the banter.
Like I said, nitpick.
Nitpick. Okay, so I think that's it for Batman.
That's
I would say. I will say this. I'm still not sold on this Bruce Wayne. I think for me it was Ben Affleck.
But it was mostly Batman in here though. It's just like BVS.
I mean, we got Bruce Wayne when he was talking to Diana, getting the team together when she pushed him against the thing.
When he went
talking to Alfred.
Aquaman.
Went to go recruit Aquaman.
Yeah, but you have to remember, in those veins, all of these scenes and all of these people still know that he's Batman. So I've never seen a legit Bruce Wayne like he's trying to say I'm not Batman.
The mask.
Yeah. So that's what I mean.
So the absence of Bruce Wayne.
Right. So, I get to see him try to pull that off.
I did not. If this is his last film, it's sad, but it's necessary. But I feel like I didn't still get to see Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne.
I still haven't seen it. I
wanted to see it, but that's it. All right, let's move on to Wonder Woman. Go to Wonder Woman?
Sure, whoever. Let's go to Wonder Woman.
Negative with Wonder Woman. I'm trying not to be biased, but I'm really having a hard time.
Oh, it's easy for me. I don't have to be biased.
Finding negatives that I didn't like. I guess.
Oh, I have
maybe I think too much. I think.
You want me to go first? Because I got a negative, a big fat one.
Okay, I'll say this. Too much burden, I think, has been put on her shoulders as a character. I think they used her status from Wonder Woman and her iconic character and gal. I think they put a little bit too much on her shoulders.
I don't think so.
The difference is she handled it well and like it was no problem. But because I've seen Man of Steel, I've seen BVS.
That's part of my problem.
Okay,
her handling it well was a problem.
Why? But that's what I say that they put too much on her shoulders, even though she ran away with it.
Yeah,
I think that they gave her a little bit too much to do. She had to do too much, even though she did it well.
Well, what I was talking about, my negatives. Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
It's a huge fat negative for Wonder Woman.
Wow.
And it's not her fault. It's like you said. She did such a good job, and it's a problem. It's a problem for them to let me watch Wonder Woman and let me be convinced that Wonder Woman is Wonder Woman. And that whole scene with Steve Trevor and humanity and all that. And then she gives this speech convincingly. I turned my back on the world. She's so convincing about it, and I'm supposed to believe that? I've seen Wonder Woman. She wouldn't have turned her back on the world.
Right.
But she was so convincing that she turned her back. I was like,
Gala dressed that's Snyder.
But that's my problem. I'm not blaming her.
I know.
Wonder Woman's character.
Gal Gadot can't. I don't think you blame Wonder Woman's character. You blame Chris Terrio.
Well, whatever. It's the character. The character is being inconsistent.
Okay.
So.
Right.
And then,
I put that on the writers.
Yeah, sure.
I put that on the writers. Not
But she was convincing in the scene though.
Yeah.
If I never saw Wonder Woman and she said that, I buy it.
Yeah.
I lost someone too. Blah
Okay.
blah blah. I'm buying it.
Got you.
But I've seen it.
Maybe that's
I
why.
saw when you lost someone and it didn't leave you in a state of despair.
She had
in
hope
fact,
in Wonder Woman.
yeah, it gave you more after he died. You were more for humanity. You wanted to wreck that fake Ares or whatever he was because after his death. So I didn't get it. I
So
was
in
like,
case you guys don't know, Gal Gadot had an interview where she told someone in the press, a news magazine, she said that we sat down at the table and we thought about it after Wonder Woman. We came to the conclusion Wonder Woman would never turn her back on the world.
Yeah, I never seen.
She
it.
said she basically said sometimes you just gotta learn to know that when someone gets it wrong, they get it wrong. Patty basically said Snyder got Wonder Woman wrong. She would never turn back on the world.
Right.
And now the character after this Justice League film, because Justice League was being shot at the same time as Wonder Woman.
Right.
So Snyder had Wonder Woman as this turn your back on the world. Hence, Bruce Wayne said, what about you? Your boyfriend died, and you don't talk to me about moving on when you didn't move on.
Exactly.
You turned your back on the world for over 100 years.
Which wrecks me.
I understand.
wrecked me
that's
because-
Snyder's story.
Right.
But in Patty's story, it's totally different.
That boosted her.
Yes.
When he sacrificed himself. That boosted her. It
Yes.
did not let her. So that was weird.
So it's the director story shift in the DC.
Right.
It's unorganized.
Again, I know that Wonder Woman's movie wasn't a part of this movie. So, which I said, it's not her fault. If you haven't seen Wonder Woman and she says that, it's viable.
So I'll say this. In DC film universe canon, Wonder Woman standalone is the Wonder Woman. This Justice League Wonder Woman is the old Wonder Woman. Right. In case you guys are confused with it. The standalone film Wonder Woman is the Wonder Woman that's going to move forward. And this Justice League Wonder Woman are some traits. It's Snyder's Wonder Woman. It's going to be left in the past for the most part. So that's how we're going to. But that's it.
That's pretty much the only problem I had with Wonder Woman. But that's only because I've seen Wonder Woman.
Do you feel that Wonder Woman was overly sexualized?
This guy, no.
Me neither.
Nowhere near.
Do you feel like
nobody was over?
Were they hounding over? Hoo-ah.
Nah, they mentioned how hot she was. She's hot. What the fuck?
Exactly. Okay, I'm just asking as a man.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. I didn't notice either. I had to ask the question.
That's not an issue.
Got you. All right, so we're done with Wonder Woman. Let's Flash. Let's do it. Flash. Woo!
I'm not a Flash.
Woo! Go ahead.
You want to do the fish first?
All right, you want to do
I don't have no problems with Flash.
All right, let's do the fish. He calls him the fish. His name is Aquaman.
I fucking hate Aquaman. I'm gonna let y'all know.
You hate Aquaman the character, but what about the character in this movie?
Aquaman was dope in this, but I hate fucking Aquaman the character.
All right, look, I'm at a crossroads because certain people want certain characters to be like the comic book, and I understand. Aquaman's character in the comic book, for the most part, is a jolly, lolly, do-gooder, a joke for a lot of people.
Right.
There's an iteration where there's like maybe 5, 6, 7 years, a span in his 60-year history or 70-year history where he's a tough, brooding bastard.
Right.
So we have the lighthearted Aquaman from the comics, and we have a savage Aquaman in that little bitty window. Who should you make the film on? I believe you should make the film on the character that has the most representation, and that's the joke, the fish, as you call him. That's why you don't like Aquaman. He's like a joke to you.
He's wagging at a
powers. Okay, fine. Exactly. Jason Momoa from canon comic book story Aquaman and the savage, beastie, Flashpoint type of Aquaman, New 52 Aquaman. Right. Jason Momoa will land somewhere around here. Okay. He's a blend of both to me. His look is more towards the barbaric savage, and his character is more towards the canon Aquaman as we know, Lolly Dolly. So it's safe to say that Jason Momoa's character is not canon to the comic book characters because he's a blend of both. Now, that's a problem for some people. Right. Me, I tend to not. I give it a pass because I liked Jason Momoa's iteration of Aquaman. Surfer, bro, cool. Right. Yahoo! Let's do it. Hey, man, yeah, I'm a solo guy. But he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, he's not.
He's down to save. He saves humans. He saved the people in the village. He fed them. Right. It was just he was feeding them. He's a nice guy who's rough around the edges because of his history.
Right.
And they talked about in this film with him and Mira that she's royal, he's not, he's an outcast.
10% Vegeta after he met Bulma.
Yeah, that's a very good. There you go. Nice. So he's just a product of the way he was born.
Right.
His environment, how he grew up. So
Right.
for him to have such a bad past as displayed in this film, for him to still be the way he is, good job, Jason Momoa. Good job,
negatives.
Oh, you're right. Negatives.
Let me tell you my negatives.
He's not comic. He's not completely comic canon. There you go.
Nah, I got negative. I like him, but I got negatives.
I got another one. Well, you go ahead. I said not comic, and you go.
Fish out of fucking water. Almost every fight scene, and the fight scene when they had the fucking Steppenwolf underwater, and I'm like, Aquaman about to go. He about to go. Because the first time when he was underwater, when he first went for the box, I'm like, he's going. Short-lived. Short-lived.
You coming to my world now, nigga? I'm gonna F you up.
Yeah, short-lived though.
Steppenwolf came straight to his hood.
So then now I'm like, okay, the tunnel, the water coming in.
Oh, that part.
I'm like, but he's gonna go now. Still, no. Most of the fight scenes with Aquaman, they put him on everybody else's terms. He's a fish out of water. He was fighting just like Wonder Woman, just like Batman, just like everybody else. And he's doing nothing. He's doing your regular punches, your regular...
Yeah.
I'm like, could you do some Aquaman shit?
I think...
He did no Aquaman shit to me.
Maybe some stuff was... He did some Aquaman stuff.
No, I'm talking about, like, for the majority of the movie when they're in battle. What?
Oh, we talking about when they were fighting?
Yeah.
I mean, besides surfing the Parademon, throwing his pitchfork, and punching a random Parademon.
Throwing your pitchfork is not an Aquaman shit.
When it comes to battle, he didn't show his... And that's what I'm saying. Barbaric Savage Aquaman is the one that's battle tested, will savage break your shit. Jason Momoa didn't show that in this film.
All I'm saying is, he's called Aquaman.
Yes.
In the movie, he was just a somewhat powerful guy on land with a pitchfork. He wasn't Aquaman. He wasn't doing aqua shit. Batman said some shit about, can you talk to fish? Not when he first met him.
Yeah.
When he was like, can you send the thing out? He's like, the water does the talking. That was about it. They could have, and they had the perfect scene when the water came in and Steppenwolf was down there.
Yeah.
Everybody was fighting before that. And then Aquaman comes in.
Oh, you just remind me of another negative.
And then
that's a story negative though, not a negative.
You can still mention it. And then Aquaman comes in, I'm like, okay, Aquaman is gonna wreck Steppenwolf in the water while giving them time to get out. But nah.
Nigga, what about this? Why the freak is Wonder Woman climbing onto Batman's... That's a negative. I don't like that they gave Batman so much shine.
That's the boy.
That because I'm Batman.
They
gave him to the whole. I need the tarantula. Yeah. They carried everybody on that tarantula and relied on Batman to crawl them out. Wonder Woman could have jumped up by herself with everyone in her hand, and not just that. The Flash was there. He could have ran everybody the freak up out of there one by one.
Only Cyborg flew out.
When we get to Flash, we'll talk about that. But characters were underutilized in the wrong times just to make the story lend itself to another character.
That's part of my point, though. You see how they went out of their way to make Batman do something?
Because
they could have did that for Aquaman with no water.
No, this is different because he's Batman. Batman gets so much freaking attention.
Yeah. Let's not go there. That's positive.
I understand. It's not positive to me. I don't like the because I'm Batman bullshit.
He's supposed to be.
You had a tarantuling robot save the Justice League out of a tunnel when you have Wonder Woman and Flash there?
Nitpick.
That is not a nitpick. I noticed that the first and second time.
Water wasn't going to hurt any of them.
Yes, it was.
It's just fucking water.
Flash was going to die.
It was just...
Flash had his leg hurt, so I guess they're saying because your leg hurt, you can't run.
He can swim with one arm.
Batman,
he's fast.
Batman had Flash like this. Come on, I'll carry you. That's a problem.
We're not on Flash yet.
And they were walking.
We're not on Flash negatives yet.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, so Jason Momoa, I see what you're saying with Aquaman.
Fish out of water.
Maybe he could have showed some whales, him controlling some whales, and some birds.
Something.
I got you.
Yeah. They had moments when he went to Atlanta. They had moments.
Yes. You come in here, Steppenwolf.
Exactly.
It would have been tight if Steppenwolf was going to do this and a whale just hit him. Boom. Fuck. Yeah. I would have been like, God damn, this thing
Aquaman coming on a big ass.
There's one thing that's for sure. You on land, let's fight. But you come and meet me in my motherfucking ocean, I'm gonna F your shit up, bro.
Out of water,
Steppenwolf came right underwater and wrecked them both.
And he was fighting like he was on
Shoutouts to Mira though. Oh, that's a positive. Never mind. All right. I'll say I had another negative that kind of tied to that. His power level. He was kind of weak in this movie.
Yeah.
His strength.
I never
he was
knew him to be strong, but
he was punching parademons and he was doing damage to parademons the same effectiveness as Batman.
Nah.
Yeah.
He wrecked him when he get him. He wrecked him though.
And I don't like how they relegated Aquaman to a Wonder Woman side piece. She was always behind. Aquaman was playing backup to Wonder Woman, even in battle.
Because
Wonder Woman would head up. Wonder Woman would constantly head up Steppenwolf. Yeah. They fought 3 times, and Wonder Woman said, "Rematch, let's go." Every time, let's go. And Aquaman was on the side. Okay, whenever a parademon goes over there, I'll punch him. Okay, let me get a little parademon punch.
His power level clearly wasn't on his level.
It wasn't on his.
He couldn't toe to toe him.
But still, he should have. I think Aquaman could have been more effective. More power.
In water, they could have gave us
just
that.
Water. I think strength-wise, it just wasn't there.
Yeah,
he
definitely wasn't there.
He was a little stronger than a man. He was like Captain America's strength. It looked like to me.
Really, nah. Cap can't do that to that Stephen nigga. He'd get wrecked.
What did he do to Stephen?
He kicked him. He punched him. He slid back and shit. He stabbed him with the pitchfork.
I'm not so sure. I think Cap would have did it. Cap in the MCU. Cap hold a helicopter.
Superman took it from that nigga. I mean, he gave it. Took it
yeah. You're right. Okay.
Nah.
I just wish it was a little bit more power from Aquaman.
Yeah, he needs more power, obviously.
Okay. Any more negatives for Aquaman?
No, man, fish out of water because I liked him so.
I'm not a fan too much of the suit, but it grew on me.
Oh, I don't really care about that.
Yeah. All right. What else?
That's it.
Are we ready to go to Flash?
Yeah, we go.
He's the last one.
He's the last one. We go Flash.
All right, Flash. Now, like I said with Aquaman, Ezra Miller
too slow. That's my first complaint.
He's always too slow.
That's my first complaint.
Ezra Miller is not Wally West, and he's no Flash that you've seen in the comic. He's not. He ain't. And if you're looking for that, he's trash.
He's fucking.
If you're going by the comic and you're looking for Wally and Barry, he does not fit the bill. I liked Ezra Miller, but as a negative, he was a little bit. He's too young.
Yeah.
You got one?
That didn't bother me. Too slow.
Definitely too slow. Too inexperienced.
Yep.
His inexperience started to get on my nerves.
Inconsistencies.
He is very inconsistent with his power, but that's Flash. That's the character. That's the character. Flash is an inconsistent. I'm fast. I'm not. I'm too slow. I can't. Flash is the hardest character to make a movie for.
That's a problem. We remember that leg shot. That's
Flash was running at, I guess, light speed.
I guess.
And Batman grappled his leg. Now you could put it 2 ways. You could say because I'm Batman, that's why I did it, which is bullshit. Or you could say because Flash is slow. I'm gonna throw that towards Batman because I hate that because I'm Batman stigma. I hate it. So that's a negative, I guess, for Batman. But Flash,
leg shot. They immobilized. They made him mobile.
They immobilized him.
Immobilized him. Yeah. With the leg shot.
Yeah.
That's a problem for me. Don't be doing that shit.
Yeah.
He's the Flash, so you went for his leg.
That's a cop out.
And I don't mean the Parademon went for a leg. I mean the director, the writer, you went for his leg because he's fast. Stop it.
Let's hurt Flash's. Let's hurt Flash's leg in the sewer so Aquaman could come and save the day. But for Aquaman to save the day, he delayed it so Batman and his gadget could save the day. You see, they do the characters a disservice to who they are to boost up other characters. So some characters like Batman were boosted up by Flash's sacrifice to Flash who he should be. The same with Aquaman, and at the expense of them.
I know I'm saying the leg shot is a negative for me. It's not just because of the leg shot. It's because they always go for his leg. Yeah. I know when they made him trip, that was like a poke at he always trips. But again, you don't poke at him tripping and then go for the leg.
Got you.
You're supposed to poke fun at him tripping and don't go for the fucking leg. You already made the joke, but don't make it a thing in the movie also. That's the problem. Why are you going for the leg? And he's too fucking slow.
Yeah.
He's fast, but he's too slow.
I didn't like the suit as well. I just don't like the suit. The suit doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that an armor suit allows you to run at light speed. You would think like a tight suit, like the Flash comic book character.
Right. They tried to
a friction
explain it
suit.
with the whole,
I know they tried to explain it. NASA didn't know.
I also have a problem with Flash's fucking backstory.
Here we go. Yeah.
Why? It has no context with the Justice, at least Cyborg. His backstory has context with the mother box and all that.
To give him depth, to show you his origin.
Yeah, but it has no context. It fell flat for me.
Yeah.
That's a negative for me. You use that for screen time for nothing. His dad never left the prison. Nothing. His dad didn't even give him motivation towards the fight. Like, he's down, whatever. He comes back to the jail. I'm doing something now. I'm doing something.
Do what's right, son.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing. These scenes were, like you said, for maybe depth, but they went nowhere. So that's a negative for me. I'm sorry. Those scenes were useless.
In this movie, Flash had the Flash ability. And he was talking to, I believe it was Aquaman. He said, so you got your powers from a lightning bolt, huh? Yeah. But at the Cyborg. Yeah. So at the end of the movie, he got a job working as a scientist in the lab. The same lab where the canon comic character would have got hit with a lightning bolt with the chemicals to give him the speed force to turn him into the Flash. Right. So I ask you, how the freak did Flash get his powers in this film?
From a lightning bolt.
Was he literally just hit with a random lightning bolt and got super speed? Because there was chemicals involved with how it was a lightning bolt that came through the window, hit him while he was working in chemicals, and it made a big chemical reaction, exploded, and that's how he got the speed.
Right. Maybe that's how he got it. Still.
No, because he wasn't a scientist.
Right, but they're doing a Terminator. He sent back his dad to impregnate his mom. So how the fuck was he alive? He never sent back his dad.
They wrecked his origin. That is, I understand. If you're a Flash fan. If you're a Flash fan, you're coming here to see the Flash, and you know the comic book character, Ezra Miller. I'm looking at it from two eyes. My eye, I buy it because I liked Ezra. But from a comic book fan eye, who's a fan of the Flash, he's trash. I will say that. I can understand how people say he's trash. He's nothing like the Flash. And anything else for Flash? Because I have a stinger.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really do believe that and I don't know if they'll admit it or they'll even talk about it. I believe that Ezra Miller's Flash suffered from some type of autism. Because now, hear me out. Just like Billy the Blue Ranger from Power Rangers, he advanced in science. He advanced with numbers, but he didn't know where he was at. He couldn't locate.
Sense of direction.
He had no sense of direction, and he was socially awkward. Ezra Miller was exactly like the Blue Ranger in Power Rangers. Super smart, but you don't know what East versus West is. Right. You don't know where the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean is. Right. You can't find your way, and you're socially awkward. You don't know. You're unsure of yourself. You're weird. These are traits of people who have autism. Uh-huh. They excel in certain processes of the brain that excel, and social they don't. I believe that Ezra Miller had some form of autism based on how they displayed him.
Oh, goddamn.
I don't think that's it's bad because he doesn't have autism, the Flash character. But if that's the angle they're going for, say it. Don't just. Otherwise, all right. So now, if it's not autism,
that was just them trying to be funny.
Whack. If that's the angle,
I thought they were just trying to be funny.
I buy it if it's autism, but if it's not. What the freak? He makes no sense. How are you a genius? Now I'm just going to go wreck it. Yeah. How are you a genius, but you don't know East versus West, North and South? How are you a genius, but you don't know how to... He did come up with one thing where he said how to bring Superman back. Oh, I could rest the molecular and get a super pinpoint strike, which plays to his strong suits. How don't you know that you have a layer... How don't you know that there's someone even in your freaking crib when Bruce Wayne is just sitting there in the thing? How come you don't know about the rest of the league? How come you don't know certain things if you're so smart? How come is it that you have such issues with being around people? You have a problem with people. He said it. Brunch. What is brunch? I don't get people. They're slow. But you volunteered without even hearing that you're going to sacrifice your life to sacrifice your life. That's it. I need friends.
That's a joke.
It's contradictory to the character they're building. You don't like people, but you just joined the team. And I can understand if you're joining the team because you want to save the world, but nothing in this film let me know that you're the type of person that wants to do right and save the world. You say how you're scared. I just push people and run away. What did you think you were signing up for when you said, okay, I'm in? You're Batman? oh, I heard about you for 20 years. You do dangerous things. I'm in. But you don't.
I guess.
Fact, it's weird. It's weird to me.
I hear what you're saying, but to me that's like part of the story problem. The way they came together was asinine.
Okay, yeah, just blame that shit on the story too. But this is also the character, though.
I guess
it's the character they wrote.
Yeah. I just believe that they was trying to make him funny and shit.
All right, then that's on that. So if I would buy if he's autistic and I would understand it.
Okay.
I understand. If there's a deleted scene, if there's a deleted scene where they say that he has autism, I'm gonna get upset because I'm like, you should have just said he had autism. It makes sense.
Oh, well.
Anyway, but that's it for the Flash, and that's me talking outside of myself. I'm speaking from a person who's looking at it through the eyes of a film critic, not a fan. So I gotta talk about these things.
Right.
Still freaking liked the Flash.
Yeah, I liked him too.
I liked it, man. You know, I think y'all should just be easy on it, man. Like I understand, diehard comic fan. All right,
Go hard on him if you don't like that nigga.
If you don't like him, you don't like him.
Fuck.
I don't know. I liked him. I think he delivered a lot to the freaking film, man. Freaking whatever, man. Ezra Miller did a good job. It's funny.
Stupid shit.
All right, we're done. All right, so that's the characters. Any other negatives? Steppenwolf is complete trash.
Oh yeah,
he's garbage. The CG in this film is bad.
The villain is grade A trash.
How bad is he?
He's terrible.
Is he worse than Malekith?
Who the fuck is that?
Thor 2. Elf.
Bruh, they're like on the same level.
He ain't worse than Whiplash.
That nigga, but that nigga couldn't fight though. That chick, that
Malekith, what the freak was he? I think he's
Thor's mom wrecked him. He had no business fighting Thor after that.
I think Steppenwolf.
Thor mom's wrecked him. Hey, at least he was giving it to the league every now and then. But
Steppenwolf was doing it.
But this nigga, Thor's mom wrecked him, and then he went and fought Thor. That was pathetic. But
he's
anyway.
better than Malekith. He's better than Malekith. He's better than Whiplash from Iron Man 2, and he's better than that weekend as man.
Yeah, but as a villain for the story, he's pathetic.
I heard that Joss Whedon came out and said Steppenwolf is garbage.
His motivations are.
Joss Whedon, I don't know if it's true, but Joss Whedon sent a tweet and said Steppenwolf is one of the worst characters in any superhero movie. And you freaking just reshot the motherfucker.
Well, I guess they had him in there and he had to work with him.
I think Joss Whedon came in there and sat at the computer and he said, "What the freak is this shit? I gotta work with this shit. He's whack. What the freak? I'm over here building Ultrons and shit," which weren't really all that great, by the way, Joss. And I'm building freaking Lokis and shit. It's pretty good. And I gotta, what is this? I think it was one of those situations. Like, this is garbage. But Steppenwolf CGI, he should have been a man in a suit.
Sure.
Do you agree with that?
Sure. My problem with him is he has no depth.
That's not
zero.
It. He has zero depth, but the way he looks. He looks like a PS3 cutscene.
He has no depth. Even Ultron, as bad as that was, had some type of fucking ideals or whatever. You remember?
We spent 45 minutes talking about the negatives?
Yeah. It's a lot of shit, bro. It's a lot of trash. It's a lot of trash.
Right,
even Ultron, when he was talking to the Avengers and he come at them, you know, Captain America, don't make me throw up in my mouth. When he was wrecking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He has depth as far as his character goes and his motivation. Fucking Iron Man, you got all this shit. I get it from you. Blah blah blah. Yeah. But this guy's a blank slate. He was literally a CG character playing a CG character. He wasn't even a guy trying to get a character. To me, that's what I got. That's what I got. He was terrible.
CG wasn't good. Steppenwolf wasn't good. Story wasn't good. Directing the script was terrible. It's trash.
Yeah, as far as his character goes, it's all trash. He says snippets of things that means nothing. No lanterns. I heard that stuff in the trailer. When he said it in the movie, it meant the same thing as it did in the trailer. Nothing.
Yeah. I think it's because of the deleted scene.
No, I'm just saying.
I know,
but that's what I get. That's what I got.
He's whacked for sure.
No Amazonians. No, he's saying nothing that means anything.
Here's another negative. I'll say that Themyscira was ugly in this film, and that Themyscira in Patty's Wonder Woman film was beautiful and vibrant.
It was.
The CG was cleaner.
Yeah, but that was like the movie for that stuff.
Got you.
But I did love.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to get to the likes.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, exactly. So any more negatives you want to touch on for the whole film before we move to positives?
Let's see. Nah. When you say the story's bad, because I go all day.
Exactly. So let's just throw it all in the story.
Okay.
Put that shit over there.
Okay. No, all right. We went character by character and then we went story. Yeah, no.
All right.
I'm good.
So let's go ahead and move on.
But before, real quick, that still Steppenwolf CG was bad, but there was a lot of CG stuff that happened in this movie. But I'm not gonna go over, like you said. That's
CG overall period was bad.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna go over all those moments.
Cyborg was good. All right. So let's go ahead and go to the positives. No, I mean, and then all right. Okay, positives. Superman, bruh. When Superman returned, I was ready to. I cried in this movie with Superman.
Oh, jeez.
Bruh. It was freak you. Superman is back. He is my Superman. When he came back in that color of his suit, everything was bright. He had a different attitude. He came back just like as if he never existed in Man of Steel or BVS. Like he rebirth. Superman rebirth.
Way, but we're on positive.
But yeah, freak you. I loved Superman in this. The way he looked, the way he acted. He was smiling. He was happy. He knew. Bruce. Yeah, let me go ahead and pay him a favor. That's what's up, man. He came back and he wrecked Steppenwolf's shit. His display of power was real, bruh. Right. When he fought, and this is something I was waiting to be patient. I said, you better not make him evil. He was just confused about being, dead, and he was trying to figure shit.
He didn't know any of it.
Exactly. When he fought him, Wonder Woman did her thing. I don't want to do this.
Right.
And I love that she called him by his name, Kal-El. How'd she know that?
I don't know. I don't care.
I guess she knew the Krypton. I don't know. She was like, Kal-El, no, don't do this. And they were calling him Superman. In Man of Steel and BVS, they didn't even want to call him Superman like that.
Right.
Superman. Flash would call, Superman, come. He was such a hero. He was Superman. And everything about him, once he came back to life and got his memory back, I loved. He took Lois to the ranch, and then his mom, he was there. Hey, Lois. It just felt so beautiful seeing him, Lois, share that moment. She said, I was weak. I wasn't strong. You would be ashamed of me. It's all right, Lois. I'm back now. Everything's going to be... He brings such a sense of everything's okay. He bring that feeling for me. Yeah. I'm back. Now everything's going to be okay. I got this.
Gayness.
Instead of him not knowing what to do, like he was in Man of Steel, he didn't know what he wanted to be. He knew in this movie that he had to do the right thing. I'm glad. Now I have to send you away. And then he heard, oh, you brought my mom. And when she came, and she looked at her son and she cried and was like, is it really you? And hugged him. That's when I cried. I was like, oh man, this is because I'm a mama's boy. I love my mother. So I understood. I understood everything that was going on, and I just hated that they cut that scene too short. I hated it. I wish they just played. If they would have played like the "Can You Read My Mind," and that whole little scene would have been epic, and I would have cried even more. But they just gave it like 3 seconds, and they moved on to a cut or something, and I didn't like that, and it killed the moment.
Yeah.
But everything with him coming and saving the day. Oh, you still need help with this guy, Steppenwolf? When he showed up, Steppenwolf was nothing. He was a non-factor. Superman soloed him. Wonder Woman and all them. Wonder Woman was going toe to toe with him. But with all the rest of the league, they were struggling a little bit. But it would look like it was even. But Superman came and cleaned his shit up quick, bruh. He even said, while he was fighting him, he says he hurt civilians.
Right.
I'll be back. Whew! He caught up to Flash, bruh.
Yeah.
The speed is there. You go that way, I'll go this way. Pew! They went to save people. Flash went and saved the person on the truck. Shout out to Flash. He was amazing in this movie, by the way. I loved him in this movie. He saved the people on the truck, and then it shows Superman carrying his bed in his building, bro. That shit was tight. He was doing Superman things, and then after saving all those people, because that's what Superman does, he saves people.
Right.
He went back to the fight. Oh, you still need help with this guy?
Wreck that fool. He got on top of him.
He got on top of him and then punched him, and then he visioned him.
Yeah. Then he tossed him.
Then he threw him in against the wall. Oh, he got up. Nigga was bleeding, purple blood down Steppenwolf's mouth. Oh,
that's when he started fearing.
He really started fearing when that axe got broke. Wonder Woman still wasn't done with him. Yeah. Wonder Woman still wasn't done with him. She's like, thanks, Superman, but what's up? Bing, bing, bing. Superman said,
freeze breath.
Ice breath that axe, bruh. And then Wonder Woman said, no, for sure. That was teamwork, baby. Jumped off that shit, bitch. Bow! Broke that motherfucker. He's like, oh, how could this be? Kryptonian, And then they ate him. That was dumb how they freaking ate him. That's
Booyah.
Superman was lit. Freaking love Henry Cavill. If you're watching this freaking video, if you got this far, love you, dog. I can't wait to see you be directed by Patty Jenkins in the Last Son of Krypton movie. It needs to happen.
Yeah, he was all blued out and shit. Yeah.
I know you don't like Superman.
Yeah, I hate that.
But you hate him. But what did you think of
it? Was dope. It was dope.
Yeah, man.
But you have to understand, I hate Superman because he specifically don't do stuff like this. Traditional.
Yes, he does. He saves people. He gets wrecked.
No, not the save people part.
Oh, okay. The big villain comes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not. I know.
Yeah. So when I saw him was wrecking, I'm like, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You know. That so I was with it. I was with it. Superman wrecking this fool. This fool was taking out his cock on everybody. The whole fucking shit. He even tried to pull it out on Wonder Woman. He was like, I got this, y'all little niggas.
He was like, stand back. Yeah, she's mine. Parademons was like, yes.
He wouldn't dare try that with Superman. He didn't say that shit. He felt that punch.
Bro. It's like they were both. It's like Wonder Woman and Steppenwolf all were Super Saiyan 1.
Right.
And then Superman came from out the hyperbolic time chamber. He was Super Saiyan 2, and he hit the one that. Bah! And he was like, knees was shaking.
That nigga was Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 3.
That shit was so bomb. And I just want to know, did you feel that though? Like the heroicness of it?
I felt it because of the setup.
Yeah.
Because the setup to me was when the League was fighting him. Mm-hmm. Well, they weren't fighting him, but they were. You know, that was the setup for me. Yeah. And it felt like a setup because the lasso. I was like, nah, not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Yeah. One hand.
Yeah. Cyborg. Nah.
What about that fight?
What's his name with the pitchfork? Nah, definitely not enough. And
he punched him.
And then
he ran up. Pah. You didn't see him no more. Bro, Superman punched Aquaman, dog. He was done.
And then what's his name was coming up. I got this. Nah.
Bro.
Not enough. Nah. You running up like you
busted my butt. You buckets, bro.
Nah.
When he fought, nigga.
He was holding them.
He was holding them all, bro. Like,
nah.
Flash was doing this shit. Okay, I got this motherfucker.
He ain't back. Nah.
He was
Where
like,
you going?
Oh, he sees me. What? Don't bring it.
And then he said, him. Like, where you going?
We missed, but he was like,
so he dodged it. They had to let him do it. If that would have hit him, he wouldn't have come back like Aquaman.
Yeah.
So,
and then he
barely
like, Superman was like, motherfucker.
He barely dodged it.
Yeah, Flash was like, I'm not used to this. Why is he?
For the moment dodged.
What the
He slipped.
Bruh. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, he wasn't ready.
Flash did not know what was going on, bro. That was so epic. The whole theater was lit, bruh.
It's like, nah.
When them eyes, when he was holding them and flashing, and those eyes moved, I see you, nigga. I see you.
He was like,
It
was Star Wars.
Oh, shit.
It was Star Wars, Obi-Wan versus Anakin. Don't try it. Yeah. Don't try it.
Oh my god.
So that was the setup for me, right?
Man.
That was the setup. He's on another level.
Yeah.
And then when he went in on Steppenwolf.
Before the Steppenwolf, how we knew he's on another level, because he headbutted Wonder Woman.
Right.
Bow! Wonder Woman was like,
he headbutted him too.
Wonder Woman was like, ugh, mother. Oh,
a little more.
Bow! Superman was like, oh. He was like, oh, okay. He flew up. Well, bow! She was like, oh, damn. I was like, oh, shoot. They made Superman on that level.
Right. And
they put some respect on Superman's name.
Also,
I didn't like to see Gal go down like that, but it made sense.
Also,
Gal was a G, man.
Before he headbutted her, she was charging the booyah up. That's who said, He was standing right there. He was like, Yeah. He just came up to her like fucking Terminator or some shit. Nah, stop it. Not enough.
I'm too young. I love Superman, bro.
All of that was a setup for me. And then, I'm not going to get into that, but it was a setup.
Yeah.
And then when he went to Steppenwolf, same shit.
Easy work.
Bah!
Easy work.
Felt it when he went, boom! Fuck! Damn!
I felt that power.
And they, fuck!
I I love Superman, and I'll talk about.
And shout outs. I guess it's Josh. I guess because I don't know anybody that watch Jody's Corner and listen to me talk. I like consistencies, even though we get a lot of inconsistencies. I love when there's consistency.
Yeah.
When, like you said, when he popped him and he felt it, he was gonna wreck him. But he heard that people was in danger.
I'll be back.
That was a reason for him to leave for the fight to continue. Because if he would have stayed, the wreckage would have been wrecked. So they gave him a good reason to leave.
Yeah.
I like consistency.
I like how he called up to Flash like that and show. It was nice, man. Flash is faster, but you know.
And
not yet. They're close in speed now because Flash is a novice still.
When he was carrying the building, assumably filled with people.
Yeah. Extra weight.
Right. So I'm like, oh, he was gathering up people. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Because they were still fighting back there.
Yeah.
I like that.
The Superman that cares for people.
Because as soon as he came back, the wreckage ensued.
Yeah. Oh, you still having problems with this guy?
Yeah, he bopped him again, and that was it. After he bopped him again, it was like...
and then Wonder Woman said, I got this too. I'm going to finish what I started.
You're done.
Yeah, man.
After he bopped him, it's over. You're done.
Yeah, man.
And but that adds to the anticlimactic that we already went over.
Right.
But it was needed.
Yeah, man.
To me.
Yeah, man.
The big guns.
John did a good job.
The big guns showed up.
Yeah. Snyder did a good job too, but I felt a lot of jobs coming from there.
But we're on positives, right?
Yeah.
So positives for Superman. Coming back strong.
Yeah, man.
As he should have been strong.
Coming back as Superman. You know
coming back strong as Superman.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but I still let me stay positive. I like the fact that I'm assuming they're gonna go dark side, or maybe another threat.
Yeah.
And they're like, this guy is not enough. You get what I'm saying? The problem in this movie isn't the problem. For Superman, I mean. That's what I'm saying. I like that. This right here, this problem isn't a problem. That's cop. I like that. That was, because in BVS, sorry, Batman was the problem. And it was a problem. It's ridiculous.
It should not have been a problem.
Exactly. So when they took the meat out and they put it on stage.
Made sense.
And it was like, in whatever movie comes next, you're going to have to bring it. Because...
Or else use some citizens to get in his way.
Exactly.
Which makes sense.
On a large scale at that.
Of course.
So...
Save the missiles. This one going over there. This one over there.
People hate Superman Returns, but I say Superman Returns is on point because it's the traditional Superman. The city was in turmoil. He had to handle it.
Yeah. So, all right. So Superman, amazing, absolutely amazing. I could not ask for more. That was just.
You can ask for more.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask for him.
I can't ask for more in this film.
Oh yeah,
that it over exceeded my expectations for this film.
You can ask for him.
I'm gonna get more. If Patty gets this shit, I'm gonna get
in a movie with a good story and all that.
You're gonna kill me. My mind's gonna blow. Don't take me that. I'm busting.
Right.
Okay, so Wonder Woman. I loved everything about her, and I think there was a lot of burden put on her shoulders with handling Steppenwolf, putting the team together, putting Bruce Wayne in check, giving knowledge because of her history of the world and stuff like that. She had a lot to put on, but she handled it well. She's just amazing. Gal Gadot is a fantastic actress, but the character Wonder Woman in this film did so much. She accomplished so much. She was a great leader in this film. She was a great character overall. She was the headliner of this entire movie, in my opinion.
For me, Wonder Woman was great. Awesome. I love Wonder Woman. I liked her in her movie. I liked her in this movie. I loved her in BVS. We did the review on that. I loved her in BVS. For me, she reminded me so much of Cap. Avengers, the first one. Was it the first one? Yeah, it was the first Avengers. When clearly Iron Man was fucking running that movie.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man's the guy. Like he's the pilot, he's the captain. Everybody know he ain't the cap, but because of how they set up the MCU and how that went, he was the guy. For me, this is Batman is the guy in this movie. Like he's the setup, he's the go-to. But she was there doing that cap thing. I know she's doing her thing, but it reminded me of that. That's what I got from that.
That's a good thing.
The same love that I got from Cap when Iron Man would say something and Cap would challenge it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with that lighthearted goodness, you know, she would challenge Batman. No, we can't do that. That's wrong. This, that. I love that.
You're thinking cynically, cerebrally, and with your mind, I'm thinking with my heart and my knowledge.
Right. I love that. She perfect.
Morals.
Perfect. And it
The right thing to do versus the right thing to do.
Right, and it aligns perfectly with her movie because she was doing that in her movie consistently.
How can you say these things?
Exactly.
You're supposed to fight on the battlefield with your man,
Exactly.
not sitting in an office.
Right.
That
It was
type of
aligning perfectly with her movie.
Yes.
And it was perfect.
Yeah.
And then, but also, I have to give it also a little nod because she still went along with the plan that she went.
Well, they said in the film that Bruce Wayne was testing her.
Right.
He said, I basically pushed her to stop me, but she didn't stop me. So something inside of Wonder Woman knew that they shouldn't be doing this, but she knew that it was probably the best decision in payoff. She was against it,
Right.
but she didn't stop it.
Right. But
When
I
she
like
could have
that.
stopped it. And
Exactly.
And
I like
Batman even said, I basically baited her to stop me. She didn't stop me.
Right.
Which made him reinforce his belief that he should do this.
Right.
So I think it was both ways.
But I liked it. I liked the fact that even though she was against it, she went with it anyway.
And she didn't get in.
Right.
Yeah.
And even up until the end, she still thought it was a bad idea. Until
She thought it was about, but she wasn't like adamant.
she wasn't Civil War Cap against it. I'm not gonna sign shit.
Exactly.
No,
I'm not gonna sign these Sokovia Accords.
Right.
Exactly.
She was open.
Exactly.
So I like that. Even though in Civil War
And
Cap
that was dope because that's where they talked about, man, you were gone for 100 years. What the freak? Don't tell me to move on.
Right.
She kind of thought about it, like,
Right.
you know, she
Yeah,
reflected
that was
on
cool.
that.
That was cool.
So the back and forth was
that was
good.
a nice segue.
And I love when she pushed him. Don't freaking talk. Freaking weekend is human. Watch your mouth.
It looked like
my shit together.
when she pushed him, it looked like she. I guess it's good acting. I guess it's good acting. When she pushed him, the look on her face was like, "I'm sorry for,
Messing your masculinity.
yeah, in front of all these dudes.
Yeah.
My bad.
My bad.
My bad.
Huh.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
And then Flash,
That's my
you do know if she kills you, we'll all vouch for her.
Come on, we're not on Flash yet.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Flash.
Yeah, it looked like she was sorry. Like, I slipped up a little. My bad.
Because you talked about Steve Trevor.
Right.
But
My bad.
That was tight.
My bad.
We're talking about Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah.
Freaking tight, man. Freaking Steve Trevor, brother. Freaking reference. Tight, bruh. I was in love once.
Right.
Tight. A new toy? Yeah, it's a new some ship. Oh, I knew a man that would love to fly this. Oh man, thank you for that, because it let us know that she still thinks about, never forgot Steve Trevor, and it was a big point in the plot in this film with Bruce. Like that's what the push her buttons. She pushed the nigga.
Right.
He's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have talked about him like that. Even Batman knows. You're Batman. You're a billionaire. That's what's up. But leave Steve out of this shit. Don't bring her Steve up, or I'll body your shit. Don't bring her Steve up, bruh. I love that. I love the Steve Trevor nods. It makes that this film made Wonder Woman a little bit better.
Yeah. I also like when she went to Cyborg and she was talking to him.
Superman Cap.
Right. That fills it in for me. Anybody who understands?
Yeah, I was running schematics while he was over there being a douchebag. Yeah, talking about Batman.
When she went to talk to Cyborg when they wanted to meet and stuff.
Yeah,
I like that. Not just her talking, but before the leading up to it.
Yeah,
and she was like, "If I wanted to hurt you, I could have did it back at the fucking river,
at the lake."
That's some. Again, I'm not saying that she's. I'm trying to stress this. I'm not saying that because she's doing Captain America stuff like that's what make no. I like that. So that's why I like Cap. That's why I'm liking her so much. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to make it sound like I love Cap and she's representing of Cap. That's why I like her. No, I just like that type of shit. Yeah. Those are good character traits. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Get you.
She
man.
was yeah, you get me. But some people don't get it. They're like,
man,
she's not like Captain America. No, it's not about that. Yeah. It's that awesomeness. They share that.
That you have the feeling, and you got that feeling first through Captain America.
Yeah.
And now you're getting that same feeling again.
Yeah.
I got
it in
you,
Wonder Woman
bruh.
too. Yeah,
It's the DC version of your Cap.
exactly.
That's some good company because I love me some Cap.
Exactly, and it's not like it's not her character. It's not like she's mirroring Cap.
This is who she is.
Exactly.
But you just got Cap first.
Exactly.
Well, here's the one that was here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And trust me, I've seen her done this before Captain America came out because I watched them DC animated. I got all them DC animated. But I've seen her done this shit like this before, so it's
we see it in the movies.
All right, I'm just gotta clear that up.
She embodies a total. I talked about this. We talked about Wonder Woman, Cap. You know, we're shooting the shit. I love Cap.
Right.
Wonder Woman is already complete with 1.5 films. Wonder Woman is a complete superhero. By the time her sequel runs around and her third a trilogy, I'm sorry, man. The way it looks.
Her sequel to me is that Winter Soldier stuff. To me, stuff in terms of the character growing. Because you remember when we saw,
I want her morality to be challenged.
No, okay, but what I'm saying is when we saw the first Avenger with Cap, and then we saw Winter Soldier, he was on another level as his character. His character grew tremendously.
Yes.
So when I see her doing the things like in the opening for this movie, could I imagine
when she blocked those bullets?
That's what I'm saying. Imagine a solo movie. Imagine a solo movie with her with Threads just doing things like that. It's like, it's like I hate saying it, but it's like, that's what I'm saying.
The lasso scene.
All of that.
Where Aquaman was telling the truth and shit. She was tight, bruh.
That's what I'm saying. If she was in a solo film, that's not an origin story where she's complete.
Now let's expand.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm who I am.
Buckets.
Now let's.
Buckets right there.
Wonder Woman 2 has
That's
the
buckets.
ability to be absolutely legendary.
Buckets.
So by the time her trilogy rolls around, she could be the greatest superhero on film.
She very
ever.
well could be.
She could be. I'll say it, I'm leaving it open, but it looks like she's heading that direction.
Buckets.
Dear God, Wonder Woman is dangerous.
Could be.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's looking that way.
You don't need Nolan's epic direction.
Yeah, without that.
That's one epic nigga.
Yeah, but Patty got it though. Patty's
She
making
got it, but Nolan, bro.
bro.
Dark Knight, bro.
That Dark Knight
That
trilogy.
shit is.
Hey,
Shut your mouth.
hey.
The Dark Knight it stands by
The
itself.
Dark Knight
as a
trilogy.
good
No,
movie.
let's talk about it as a trilogy. Wonder Woman's trilogy will be able to rival it. If Patty gets Wonder Woman for 3 films, then we're gonna have this
That's
conversation.
him. It's easy to rival for me.
We're gonna have this conversation.
It's one short of a full basket, but let's
whatever. I know Batman Begins is some
keep going.
shit.
Let's keep going.
That Batman Begins is an Achilles heel.
Nah, that's
all right,
just
so
the
let's go
point.
ahead and I move on from Wonder Woman. She's just complete.
She's great. Fighting was great. Body with Steppenwolf. You overestimate yourself or some shit.
You overestimate yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the gogs in you.
Yeah.
That Zeus, he felt that shit
that
before.
shit.
Oh, you got Amazon. She's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's talk about the mascara. I hate the way it looked, but I love the action scene, bruh. They were doing a relay race with the mother box, bruh. She was tight, bruh.
I actually I like seeing because the I know it was CG probably, but
It probably was.
the women, they were like the buff ones. Man, I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love that shit when they were
Authentic.
that shit was on point, bro.
And you know, I love the importance. Shout out to the Themyscirans, man. They showed the most importance of protecting that mother box.
They did
Because
they laid down their lives without question. Without question.
Shout out to Hippolyta, bro, for running a tight ship.
Yeah.
The Atlanteans slept on their game,
They
bro.
sure
Steppenwolf came in there and just took it real quick and bodied Mirror and Aquaman real quick and it was gone. You had 4 guards guarding that shit.
Right.
And who Cyborg had it buried somewhere. Freak that, they didn't know where that shit was at until Cyborg bring it out. But the Themyscirans, shout out to y'all for protecting that shit in a tomb and shit. And y'all had it already. Oh no, it's waking up. Go, put the stone down. They encased themselves in that stone.
Right.
Hold it up.
Left and right, they was dying for that shit.
Yeah, Queen, hurry up, get under there.
Getting this shit.
Them Amazons let that stone fall knowing they were trapped in that motherfucker.
Yep.
To die.
With that freaking evil nigga.
Yep, but they got out though. Because when Cyborg broke out, I saw them shooting arrows at him still.
Yeah,
So they got
I
out.
know.
And the
Just
relay
saying, they
race
were locked in there, but fuck it, let's do it.
Steppenwolf was too much for him though. He was too much for him. And it was just beautiful.
If they were
relay
all
race.
Wonder Womans, he would have been done.
They were dying just to get that woman with the bow and arrow sacrificed her life just to get it forward 100 yards.
Right.
She did the board. She was like, bow. All right, good. Now I'm squashed and dead.
Right. It was on point.
It was on point. And then the Green Lantern fight.
But that
you saw the Green Lantern in there, bro?
Yeah.
Green Lantern's on.
I told you
that.
Green Lantern was gonna be.
Stop that shit. Nah, shut the freak up. You know what I'm talking
I
about.
told you Green Lantern was gonna
Shout
be.
out to the Green man. The Zeus and the gods are down there doing it showed unity. The Atlanteans,
Right.
the Themyscirans and shit. They were all fighting together.
And slow down. Let me just, cause I'm sorry, I gotta address.
Wonder Woman brings so much.
I gotta
to this
address
film.
some shit real quick. It's negative. I'm not gonna go negative.
Wonder Woman carried this film on her back. Her story and her.
I'm addressing, because some people are gonna say that's part of the hot mess too. You know, it was a random lantern. We didn't see any more.
It's not random.
No, it was random.
It's not random because if you know how the lanterns are. There were galactic police.
Yes.
Every now and then that was clearly.
But it was no context.
No. But if you know the lanterns, you understood.
This goes back to what I said with negative, but we're not on negative.
Oh, right,
I'm just addressing because we're saying that's a positive.
Oh no, you're like, who's that green guy?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm saying we're saying that's a positive, which it is.
Got you.
But
if you've seen Green Lantern, then you understand. If you've seen Green Lantern, you understand what happened there.
Yes.
Like you see, and then when he died, the ring went off.
Exactly. It's a positive because that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
But if though it's a negative.
Yeah.
I'm just checking that box.
She was tight.
It was tight.
She was epic. I'm tight. And you see Zeus. And it was Zeus said, "Motherfreaker," and Steppenwolf was like, and that was pretty nice. Steppenwolf looked like a nigga that hates to lose.
Yeah,
Parody was on, no,
he wanted to come back.
But when they were holding him back, he felt that Zeus electric. It was still on his body, shocking him. He was like, oh, fuck. I like that, but Zeus was too much for him.
Yeah,
and then I think Steppenwolf mentioned that the gods, they're gone. So,
right.
So in Wonder Woman, were they killed by Ares? And was that even Ares?
I don't know, but I like that they brought the gods down to Earth, and they're not these divine beings.
Yeah,
they're obviously just like what's Thor in them. They're looked at as gods, but they're not. So
perfect example: Hercules with the rock.
What do you mean? Oh yeah. Perfect.
You were his legend, because you're better than us.
Right.
You're a god.
Right.
You're the legendary Hercules.
Right.
But he really wasn't.
Right.
He was just a little bit more.
I like that.
Yeah.
He would, because Steppenwolf or whatever, he's just essentially an alien.
Yeah.
Another planet.
Yeah.
Kryptonians are from another planet with the they get souped up when they come in. So the gods, essentially, they're not your deities, your creator of all things. That's not what they are. They're just souped up beings. Just like freaking Kryptonians and all, whatever.
Man.
So I like how they brought that down to earth.
Yeah, man.
Because if they were still, it would have been so inconsistent if they're like these godlike beings that can create and destroy life at the snap of a finger. It wouldn't make no sense. So I appreciate.
Oh my
concept.
God, I'm sitting here thinking like this movie could actually grow to be even better over time. But I'm telling you this: if this movie just didn't have this stupid story with the mother boxes,
if it wasn't thrown together,
if it wasn't thrown, man, the story brings this shit down so much.
It does.
What the freak, man?
It does. But we're on positives.
I know, man. I'm thinking about a positive. If it didn't have this story, this movie would be epic. Yeah. It would be up there, but it's not because it's freaking other shit, man.
It would be like the Avengers and shit. Which had that superhero vibe.
Yeah, man.
It had it.
This had the same feel of the Avengers, bro. It had those epic hero team up moments.
They just didn't have that story build up before.
It had that weak Snyderverse shit all over it. I understand you gotta dig out that shit, but
it did.
Anyway, man.
We're going to Aquaman. Who we going to?
All right, positives with Aquaman. You want to go Aquaman?
Yeah, we go to Aquaman.
Aquaman's dope.
Positives.
The Atlanteans are suspect to me, but maybe they did that because we want to see his standalone film is next.
Right.
So
I was going to say that.
Maybe that was on purpose.
When they went underwater, it was short-lived.
It was barren.
I liked it.
It was beautiful looking, but it was barren. You didn't really get to experience Atlantis, even though you were in Atlantis.
Right. I like seeing them swim around, though. It was
tight,
cool,
bro. Doesn't make much sense.
When she was doing the shit with the water, that was cool. I was like,
let's talk about Mira, man. Mira was sexy.
She was,
but she was also powerful. She's not chopped liver. She's a pretty good actress.
She took that hit.
You dare talk about your queen that way? That the look, I was like, okay, that's what's up. And
you seen her in Zombieland?
Nah, she handled Steppenwolf in a strategic way.
Yeah.
Come here, bubble her air around. Get down, bitch.
Yeah.
Come back, water back, motherfreaker.
Right.
Tight. So do they communicate in air bubbles? It looks like they make air bubbles to talk in. And I don't know if you guys watched my channel, it was about a year ago. How are they gonna communicate? Are they gonna use sonar? Are you gonna hear their voices while they look at each other? Like am I gonna be looking at you like this and you hear my voice?
Well, I think they're gonna do that thing that J3 said. They're gonna see more
a city underwater, but I think
air. Yeah, but I think I think they can communicate with just the water shit too.
They have to be able to communicate with.
Because he said the water does the talking.
Yeah.
So I think
sonar.
Yeah, maybe he could do like a, and then she's far away, not seem like he's over there.
Yeah. So,
but I think the majority of the talking for the viewers is gonna take place in like these bubble areas.
Yeah, we'll see.
That'd be.
Well, that's the thing.
Cause I ain't trying to watch a movie with them. That shit. The fuck.
I think they'll find a tasteful combination between all three.
Right.
So I think they did this because we know that the Aquaman movie is coming, and it's a teaser into the world.
Right. It was tight though.
Mira was dope. I like how she was brave and she was bold. She didn't back down from whoever the freak he was. She didn't know it.
Yeah,
I don't think she knew who he was.
No, they didn't. Not even Aquaman knew who he was.
Exactly. And then Aquaman rolled up and he got bodied. He was not ready for Steppenwolf in the slightest. Mm-hmm. I think Aquaman should have been more OP underwater.
Hell yeah, fish out of water. I'm not negative though.
Aquaman should have had the complete advantage, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Mira, big boost. I loved you in the film for the brief time that you were in here. Aquaman, I'll say that I liked his style, his look. His comedy was dry. I like the tough guy thing. He was a good guy. He was a good guy, rough around the edges. I like to think that's who I am sometimes. Good guy, good heart, rough around the edges.
Yeah, I like Aquaman. I like that he was helping the people in the village. I like the little scene they gave him when he went to go save the guy on the boat. Mm-hmm. You know, he was cool. Aquaman he's cool for me, but I'm gonna stay positive. He's cool. I hate the fish, but he's cool.
He's cool, man.
Every time he's on screen, he's the cool guy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't gotta be here, but I want to be.
Yeah.
Deep down, I want to be, but I ain't gotta be.
Yeah,
Freak you. I love you guys.
He didn't. I don't want to sound negative, but it seems like he wasn't needed. But
nah, he really wasn't.
When he was there, he wasn't a burden on the movie.
Yep.
It was still, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I really don't have any.
Honestly, he wasn't needed in this film.
Yeah.
His team, Wonder Woman did.
But
Flash did the tech. The power, the support. Yeah. Cyborg did the mandatory things with the mother bots. He was the only he can do the story because he was the only one. He was needed for that. Batman was needed for because I'm Batman. Bringing this team together. Wonder Woman was there to help bring.
If she wasn't there, they was gonna get wrecked.
And she's the power.
She was Superman to play.
Exactly. So everyone had a role. Everyone had this role, but what was Aquaman's? He was just a guy to be.
He was just there because they had a mother box.
Yeah,
that's it. And what's her name? Mira told her
it was her job.
He wasn't gonna go if she didn't send him after it.
Yep.
So he went after the box. I get it, but beyond that,
that's true.
But we're talking about his character. So his character
liked him.
Yeah, I liked him. He was cool.
Contacts, work, hair, the look, the tough guy. I dig it.
Yep.
I dig it.
I definitely.
I'm with it.
Talking shit to Bruce Wayne and shit. That was tight.
Yeah. So did you know? I don't know if you guys knew, but I heard someone hit me up on Twitter and let me know that Zack Snyder, I believe, said, or Jason Momoa said it. You remember in Man of Steel when he saved the oil rig and then he was just in the water floating and the whale was like, woo?
Yeah.
Apparently, Jason Momoa said that he sent that whale to save Superman and get him up on shore.
Oh, that's what's up. He didn't need no saving, but that's what's up.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
After he made him eat it when he swam to that shit real fast. What's up, man? You want to race? You want to race? Like, well, let's go.
Yeah. So, shout out to Aquaman. Let's move on.
Yeah, Flash. Shout out to Aquaman. Flash was cool. I like Flash. The comedy from him was cool.
Comedy was good.
The comedy from him, it didn't feel forced.
I liked him.
Me too.
He's likable.
It didn't feel forced.
Nope.
I'm sorry. It was.
I bought him as a weirdo. Who's happy to be there.
His jokes work for me.
They did.
The weird looks he gives fucking Cyborg works.
When Cyborg walked up on the counter, yo, we need to figure this thing out. And then it's like,
what the fuck?
Are we just gonna act like a half man, half robot with a face? Didn't just walk out.
Right.
There's so many nerds that I know would do that in real life. Like it's like real life, dog. When I would roll up to the Yu-Gi-Oh shop, swagged out, what's up, y'all, man? Y'all got any cards to trade? The nerds.
What?
Is he talking to me? No, I don't have that card.
Here's what else is funny to me.
I know the nerds gonna love.
Here's what else is funny to me. And I know it was placed in the movie for you to laugh, but it was funny to me on a different level because
what does it tell me?
When they all disappeared except him.
That was weird.
No,
why?
Look, because the way I saw it was,
he saw them moving in slow motion.
Slow motion.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Probably he's got his mind blown.
He's standing there like, are they really trying to get away before he turns around? Like, fuck. And then when he turns around, he's like, wow, they just. But for him, they didn't just. That's why it was.
I don't think you're giving it too much credit,
bruh.
Hey, that's
you
part of
know, for him, they didn't just disappear. He said,
"That's us being."
Wow,
that's
did
us.
they just really?
That was just a joke.
I know it was a joke,
but it wasn't what we're no.
Come on,
nah, bro.
He saw them moving in slow motion.
Yes.
So why?
But
Did
that
he
wasn't
say,
made.
Why did he say? Why did he say? Did they just?
Well, he didn't say that. He said, "Wow, they really just disappeared."
Yeah, but they didn't. They didn't for him. They did not just.
That's rude.
And
because you know, for him, he was like,
yeah.
Where the freak are y'all going in slow motion right now?
But wait. Now this is me doing what you think. This is me. Batman had to have been doing the most.
So yeah, we need to go down there by that riverbank.
Batman. Wait. Batman was.
I bet you one of the Aquaman were like, this motherfucker, man. Slow ain't this motherfucker.
Cyborg went straight. He was gone.
Yeah.
He was here. Wonder Woman was gone.
She jumped. Aquaman jumped. Batman
is still there. Dude,
he's looking for a cliff that he can put his batarang to.
He's taking it out. They already kind of gone, and he's looking at all of them.
They're out of light. They're almost out the periphery.
Yeah, and he's like, this fool still here.
He probably was sitting Indian style, like looking at him. What the freak? Look how you slow motherfucker.
Or he just went behind that shit that was to the right, and he was looking at Flash while he was giving this. I always do this to him. Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. And I know it's stupid, but
and what's funny is if you ever go, and then Ezra ever asked him, "Why did you do that?" 20 years ago, I could do it the right way. I used to be able to get away when I'm looking. I can't do it no more. My back, I'm old, bro. Yeah. Give me a pass.
I don't know. Maybe it's me, like you said, but that scene, it held a little more for me because when they gotta be moving in slow motion for him.
Yeah, they were, but I don't think it was that.
He acted like they went fast.
I know. That's just inconsistency.
Like you didn't see him.
Just inconsistent.
Nah, bro, that was.
Shout out to Flash. I loved him. He was likable. He was weird. But it worked. He made it work. That's why I said Ezra Miller made the Flash character his own.
Yeah.
He brought himself to the character and adjusted it to what his strengths were.
Right.
And I think that's great. That's when your acting is on point. When you're nothing like the comic, but you're still able to become likable amongst audiences. And even though I'm a Flash fan and I know how he is in the comic, I still bought him as Ezra.
Right.
That's a testament to how good he was.
Right.
The jokes were funny, the witty. He lent himself a lot of action with resurrecting Superman, giving Superman when that's the tip of the sword to Wonder Woman.
Right.
That was pretty darn freaking nice.
That was dope. When he saw it, he went for it.
Exactly. And then when he did effed up the Parademons.
Right. That was dope.
Lit. Which he did that in the whole movie, but.
Right. You don't like the fight. You don't be.
Got you. And the racing with Superman and the whole running and seeing Superman look at it. The shit was freaking comedy gold. It was.
Right.
That was awesome.
It's his fucking looks, because when Superman was like this,
bruh,
his face.
He was like, oh, does this nigga really see me
right now?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Nobody sees me.
No. Is he looking at me right now? Did his eyes just turn? Then you can't. That shit move fast. You should be frozen. Why is he not frozen right now?
This guy's up, and then he's like,
and he just shocked.
Let me match your speed.
Yeah, the mere shock of it. It was freaking amazing. This film, these characters show me that once they get a good director and writer, and they ever decide to do this again, oh my God!
Justice League 2, they should do it.
Justice League 2 should definitely happen. It should definitely happen. I want it in my life, and I believe a director should be cast to do it. I think Josh could do it. I think
they should creep up on it this time. I think they should.
Standalones.
Yes.
We need Cyborg, Aquaman, Flash.
Lantern. Come on, you put them in there.
Cyborg, Aquaman, Flash, Lantern, Superman.
Seek out that Lantern, whoever's going to play.
Superman movie. I would love a Superman movie.
Yeah, that's what I say. Do it.
Yeah. Plus, we're talking about doing 3 and 4 movies a year now.
Do it slow and do it right.
Yeah, man.
Justice League
Yeah,
2
man.
with the same vibe,
Yeah,
the same
man. Yeah, man.
cohesive.
Yes. DC, Warner Brothers, you guys have the best characters ever created. You have the opportunity to freaking really give Marvel competition.
Why'd you say that? Now after you said it, you made me remember they shit on their characters.
Yes, they do.
You made me remember
But you know
they
what?
shit on them.
From what I saw in this movie, they did not. They didn't
They
take.
tried their best, you know.
I don't even think that was their best. That was them coming in.
That the cleanup.
Yes, but
best
imagine
try.
from the ground up.
Yeah.
If they do this, they ain't taking no sheets on their characters, and it's possible. All right, so we did Flash, Batman. Batman.
We can do Batman.
Okay.
Batman was fucking
Batman. He was tight, man. I loved the Danny Elfman score.
man.
They gave it to him
That
like
shit
4
was
times in this
on
movie.
point.
The way he climbed in his little spider tank was dope. His
Every
technology was
time I
dope.
see
His
standing
stance,
around.
his stances, like sitting on the thing with his cape moving. That shit was cool. She looked tight, bruh.
Dope. Just Batman being represented as Batman was fucking dope.
Visually, he's spectacular.
And the subtleties, like I told you at the theater, when all the Parademons, when he told Alfred to get the frequency, you saw that build up before.
Bruh.
He was already calculating this shit. I like that. That's some Batman shit. So when
shoot this building right here.
Yeah, it's gonna
fall at this angle.
I'm gonna light up some of them. It was too many of them.
Yeah.
He was trying. He was doing that
He was
Batman
doing some
shit. I like that shit.
Cheaty.
Every time. That's what he does.
Lucky.
And I know when he was taunting Wonder Woman, that was some Batman shit when he was when he had to bring back Superman, and when he showed up and literally gave himself to Superman. Again, when they supported that scene when he said to Wonder Woman when his shoulder was all fucked up, and he was like I was willing to make the trade. My life for his whatever. That's that Batman shit.
I don't think he gave his life to Superman.
He was obviously he didn't want to die.
He showed up to make sure that everything was on the up and up. But if in case it wasn't, he had the big guns.
You think he had the kryptonite?
No, the big guns was Lois.
That's what I'm talking about. But when he said I was willing to accept the trade, come on, guy, come on. That's some Batman shit right there.
No, I don't think that's what.
Why would he say that?
Because he's willing to give his life for Superman.
That's what I'm saying. He had no contingency for if he tries to kill me. No, he had none of that. No intention of that. That's some Batman shit.
He believed that he had an out. He knew that he knew Superman wasn't gonna kill him off bat.
Off bat, yeah.
Yes.
But he knew there was a chance. I was willing to make the trade.
I think that was bullshit.
Oh, come on.
That was bullshit.
You thought he had a kryptonite?
No, Lois.
I know, but still.
Lois was worse than Kryptonite. He knew Betty.
He's stupid.
That's the first I think about Betty.
Nah,
no more hope.
She ain't worse than no fucking Kryptonite.
Bruh.
That nigga could be out his mind. She ain't gonna remember her. Kryptonite. Shut him down.
Bruh. He remembers Batman versus Superman. He remembers the Vision. You were right about Lois. Lois is the key.
I know.
So he knew that Lois was everything to him.
The statement trumps all. I was willing to make the trade.
Fine.
Batman shit. Back to Batman.
Do you bleed? I was ready to do a backflip in the motherfucking shit. But nigga, I said...
That was petty, actually,
I said,
me.
I was going to hit petty.
It was dope. It was dope.
Break his jaw.
It was dope.
It was dope.
But petty. From the new Superman. Old Superman, maybe. But
that wasn't the new Superman yet. He wasn't... That's the thing. There has to be a huge deleted scene. There's a huge deleted scene in between when he said, "Do you bleed?" and when he came back as Superman. Mm-hmm. He went straight to Kansas with Lois, and I think he was there for a few days. Mm-hmm. And he started to recuperate and remember things. And that's when he became... I think there's some deleted scenes there where he comes into himself.
If you say so, maybe.
Because that felt just too... I gotta believe that. But Batman was cool.
It was petty. Wait. Superman tossing Batman into that car and Batman wrecked that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. More Batman love.
Yeah.
First, Wonder Woman bullied him, and then Superman gave him
Superman was much worse.
I know. That's the love, though.
He did it the frame of that motherfucker.
Ooh, he wrecked that car door with his body.
Yeah.
Batman is fucking dope. And I repeat, I fucking hate Batman with a passion. But come on, man, that's some bullshit. This fool is wrecking cars with his body.
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's that Batman
cool.
love.
He was doing the grapples were nice in the beginning. Where he got away on the he was shooting, bah. He was gone, bro.
That shit was on point.
Yeah, man.
Again, the Batman shit. What do you want from me? Fear.
Yeah.
Parademons, get out the way, nigga. I'm hunting bigger game.
Yeah.
Batman shit. When whatchamacallit? When he was swinging with the when he was fighting the Parademons when there was on that fight.
Oh yeah, my bad.
When he swung in and kicked them. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
That cape wingspan and kicked that demon and dodged that other one.
They do the
Ooh, shit.
It was tight, man. He was doing
that was CG as fuck, but that was
all
some
CG.
awesome Batman shit.
It was all CG.
That was some awesome Batman shit.
But I'll say that reminded me of why they came to Earth. Steppenwolf explained it. Because Superman died in the story, the world fear level went up, and it drew the Parademons to Earth.
Okay, still.
That's stupid.
Still stupid.
That's why you just remember. I remembered why they came now.
Yeah.
That's what you was asking. Why now? Because when Superman's death, people fear now. Superman's gone. The Kryptonian is gone. The world fears now.
So it should have came when Hitler was running his shit, trying to take over.
Superman wasn't there then.
But the fear level was high.
Yeah, he probably was there. We don't know.
Nah.
All right.
I think that's why he came the first time. Nah, that was before Hitler.
I'll say that. Are we done with Batman?
Yeah, we can move on with Batman. Buckets have come. Batman was epic.
Batman was epic. Yeah.
Fucking epic.
They gave him shit. That's the
Who's
whole
that?
Cyborg.
Cyborg.
I love Cyborg. Cyborg was the most serious character, and he had the most depth to me. He has a high upside. He's a Broadway actor. He did a really good job.
Yeah.
His CG wasn't as bad as it looked in the trailers. It was believable.
Yeah,
I liked his voice. I enjoyed his mentality, and I think most of all, I understood where he come from.
Right.
I understand him. I
he
understand
was-
why he feels and believes the way he
He
does.
was selling the man meets machine I can't understand vibe.
Yeah.
He was selling that. I'll give him that.
Yeah, and it was really good. I liked everything about Cyborg. I think they did good with Cyborg. I think, especially from first time we're ever seeing him in a film.
Yeah, he
They did a pretty good job.
He did a good job.
Yeah, the actor's good. I know his
I don't
name.
know his name. He did a good job though.
I know his name. Freak, I hate it when I know your name and then I forget your name.
I know it's not acting chops or whatever, but the effects they used on him when he's walking around and shit, that shit was dope. Big ass tank ass nigga.
Yeah.
This is some deleted scene from them freaking cuts from the trailers too. When he blocked that tank from some cop that was nowhere in the movie. You remember?
No.
There was in one of the trailers. There was a tank that was tossed or some shit.
There was a lot of stuff from trailers that was not in this movie, y'all. I'll tell you that right now.
They said you was gonna show up with
not in this movie.
I wasn't in the movie.
Green Lantern. That makes me believe Green Lantern was in there.
Think so?
Yep. Because it wasn't Cyborg.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff.
I think it was Green Lantern. All right, just overall positives of the film. I love the heroic feel. It felt like you were watching heroes come together, and it felt epic, iconic. I got iconic feels from seeing them do these things. And even though the third act of the film with the whole Steppenwolf thing had some issues,
anticlimactic as fuck.
It was super anticlimactic.
Oh my goodness!
The Parademons and you know it didn't end that way in real life. You know good and goddamn well the Darkseid called him up. He went to, it showed Apocalypse, and Darkseid, you failed me. Blah, wrecked his shit. I'll do it myself.
Right.
Something like that. But
even just the I know they had Superman wrecked him, but still it was like after Superman showed up. What I'm trying to say is the League should have had more of a trouble with him to make it more climactic for when Superman come to wreck him, because one of them was gonna end his shit if they kept fighting.
You think so?
He ain't got no fucking skills. She was gonna
all he was doing was now. Steppenwolf is supposed to be this master tactician, this master swordsman, one of a military strategist. Darkseid, the leader of Darkseid's Apocalypse army, uncle to Darkseid. But in this universe, they said Darkseid's the uncle to Steppenwolf, which is okay, fine.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be epic, but all he was an axe swinging savage.
Right. So
Wonder Woman did have the skills.
She was gonna wreck him if
I think she would have beat him.
She was gonna wreck him.
She would have got him.
She was gonna get the upper hand because he was just doing them.
Yeah. Oh man, that was epic. They were. Wonder Woman was fading, bruh. Yeah. They had 3 rounds of this shit, bruh. She was ready at all, man.
A few more of these. bah,
Yeah.
that was gonna be it for him. Because she was handling that fool. Give him that work.
You know what?
Bah!
You know what would have been a nice finisher without Superman being there? If Flash ran and gave her the electricity, and then Wonder Woman, bah, nigga, wreck his shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they would have
so
killed. Yeah.
But if what I wanted was, and I'm not saying I'm trying to direct the movie. I'm just doing this now because I have to come up with something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, let's say, because he had a shit ton of parademons. And they stressed this by having Batman do that fucking call him away.
Yeah.
So if they did all that and then he still had a shit ton of parademons and it was just overwhelming them. You get what I'm saying? And then you get the big fight. Wasn't enough. She could wreck him. I obviously see that, but he knows that too. So the overwhelming them with numbers is having him get the upper hand, and then we get our Superman come in and clean it up. Give me one of them fucking them laser beams from that animated movie when he made that fucking laser beam. And then all these wreck that shit and then wreck him.
Yeah.
And then that would make it more climactic because it was just anticlimactic. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the league didn't have this fall off part.
The fight just ended quick.
Yeah, it didn't feel like they were losing. It felt like it was a fight, and then
It was
Superman
only
came.
a matter of time.
Yeah, and then Superman came in wrecking shit. Like, I gotta go. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So
I like that though.
Nah, you need that up and down.
I like that from the hero point, not the villain side.
Yeah.
Like as rooting for the heroes, I enjoyed it.
But you
As
need that
wanting-
up and down.
Right.
I wanted to feel like they were losing, and then at no point I felt like they were gonna lose. I felt a little sorry for Cyborg when he got his leg. ripped
That was
off and shit.
nice though. That was nice. How Cyborg got wrecked like that and then pulled apart. That was good for Steppenwolf.
Right.
He was savage. He didn't give a shit.
Right. But he was ignoring him while he was doing that. It would have been more epic if it was
He's a robot.
No, I know, but he was like, and then
That
he
was
chopped him.
dope. Because even though he was ready to sacrifice himself.
Yeah, I know.
For this mother box. All right, you're wrecking my limbs, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop.
Right, but that's what
that's
that's what I'm getting at though. When he did that, if he would have just did, but it's like this. He chopped him here, and he kept doing it, but he was like, he turned his arm,
blasted,
boom,
yeah.
Like it's showing me that we could wreck you. We're trying to fix this. You're not the problem. You get what I'm saying? It's like if he would have just, all right, let's kill him. Cyborg.
I don't think they could. I don't think Wonder Woman was the one that could do it.
Bro, you're missing my point. If Cyborg was blasting him, Wonder Woman was fighting him, if they were all on
Working
him,
as a team on him, I understand.
but they weren't focused on him. They were focused on the box.
They were focused on. The only one focused on the box was Cyborg.
And
I honestly believe that Steppenwolf could have ended Cyborg's shit.
The only people
And I
focused
think
on
that
him was Wonder Woman and Aquaman.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to. It didn't even feel like he was gonna wreck them.
Right.
I needed that sense of urgency.
Oh, it did. He was beating the shit out of Aquaman.
No.
Every time Aquaman came through, the freak back.
He tossed
me
him
and Wonder
back.
Woman. Let's go.
No, I said it didn't feel like he was wrecking them. It felt like they were gonna eventually defeat him.
Yep.
That's what it felt like.
Yep.
I needed that up and down. I needed that.
Okay. I don't think I agree, but I don't think Steppenwolf was the guy to do it.
Yeah,
I even told J3, I said Steppenwolf isn't. They're not gonna have a problem with Steppenwolf.
That's part of the underwhelming.
I said they can handle Steppenwolf. I said Wonder Woman by herself can handle Steppenwolf.
Yeah, that's part of the.
And it makes sense. I think it was
That's
viable.
part of the-
If it was Darkseid, that's when you're gonna get your shit.
That's part of the anticlimactic because when Superman came in, now it was fucking overkill. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it, but it didn't have a sense of.
I get
the
what you're
lead
saying.
may be
Yes.
doomed or whatever. Stakes, if you will, stakes.
Right.
You want
But
the.
I think all that comes to a product of two films.
Yeah.
I think that's just what it is. I don't even think it would have been anything like that.
Even Batman versus Superman had more with that freaking.
I don't want to go back there.
I'm just saying.
I got you.
Superman was there and couldn't handle.
I know.
So I'm like that. Even that was better
Yeah.
in terms of. Doom seemed like it was impending. You know what I'm saying? But here it didn't feel like it. I just didn't feel it.
So these heroes were amazing, dude. Anything else that you like that you remember stand out? Just anything from the film
Anything from the movie that stand out?
that you like?
Now's my time to say it, baby. That fucking dad with his family with the shotgun was dope. He never the dad. They kept going back to that. Why they keep going back to that?
They only that weekend in his family was nothing but to service, letting us know that lives are at stake.
He was tight though.
He was whack.
He had his shotgun. We gonna stay inside.
Who will come for us? someone will come.
Yeah,
We're running out of food.
Bro, you have to understand the man is powerless with all this.
Yeah.
He has to do what he has to do. They were putting chairs up in the window and shit.
I didn't care nothing about them.
I didn't care about them, but that was dope.
That was dope?
That was dope.
Okay.
When the shit was gonna destroy the house, all right, time to get the car.
Really?
That was dope, bro.
Oh,
that was dope. That's
all right.
I was like, why is something gonna happen with this family? What the fuck? What the fuck? Nothing. They were just trying to survive.
I enjoyed the banter between the characters. Like when Aquaman sat on the lasso.
That was cool.
And when they were at the Batcave and Flash is going in his Batmobile all over his Batcave. I just loved.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
You loved seeing them together, just talking.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was just so nice to see them together.
It was.
It was epic. Superman blew my mind, and Wonder Woman stole the show, but Wonder Woman led the freaking. Wonder Woman led the show, then Superman stole it. And that is how I would do it. Wonder Woman was the catapult, and Superman cum shot ice cream on a cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman was the cum shot. Wonder Woman was amazing. I loved her.
Bro.
But Batman's presentation.
Batman was the bakery.
His presentation in this movie just comic book the shit out of this movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit. He was the only one, and I'm not saying the rest of them weren't, because Wonder Woman she's Wonder Woman.
She's on point.
Flash was doing his speed shit, but the only one minus Wonder Woman who felt
No, Cyborg.
No, but I'm talking about from like a literal representation, because Wonder Woman did it in her movie. When she came out,
hey, I don't know, bro. Superman, bro.
No, not even
straight
him.
out of a comic book page.
He ain't never. That padded shit and padded blue shit. That shit was looking a little weird.
Oh my god.
But
Superman looked like he came straight out of a comic, just like Batman did. When Superman,
that suit looked weird. It was blue and
it looked
padded,
beautiful.
and
it was
he
beautiful.
don't look like that. He don't be looking all padded up.
It looked beautiful.
The padded up,
There was no padded.
it looks padded.
I don't know what you mean.
You never seen you saw the patch right here? The blue? The blue?
That's color.
Yeah.
It wasn't a muscle suit, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a muscle suit. I'm saying he had those that
light spots.
Yeah, he doesn't look like that in the I've never
Yeah,
seen
this suit is dark and depressing.
No, I'm talking about I've never seen him like that in any animated movie with those weird padded looks. It just looks weird. It looked like the freaking black suit in blue. The dark blue suit in light blue. It looks weird.
Okay.
I'm just saying that in terms of, but Batman looked like some fucking shit ripped off the. You know what he looked like at times when he walked up and he was all armored up? He looked like that fool that was in the one with the Suicide Squad.
Owlman.
No.
Suicide Squad. Fuck.
Was it Suicide Squad?
Watchmen.
No, Assault on Arkham, the animated movie.
Oh, Batman.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Batman in there.
Yeah, it looked like they ripped that Batman from Assault on Arkham. Just, God damn! I'm like, this boy is just. I said that a couple times when he was on screen. Like, God damn! Just.
All right.
Man.
You're a Batman fanboy underneath.
Nah, I hate Batman. I hate his fucking guts.
Okay.
No, I just appreciate. I appreciate when.
Something's cool transition.
Yeah, that shit's on point. But I hate Batman.
All right, now let's talk about those end credit scenes.
Oh, all right. I forgot about those.
The Flash and Superman race.
Fan service. Boom. Liked it. Loved it.
Dear God.
Fan service like a mother freaker.
I swear.
You know
that is the best end credit scene I've seen in a film.
You know what's...
I'm sorry. That shit just... I wasn't ready. It would look so... Those was two superheroes right out of a comic to me. Even though the suit for Flash, it was so bright and colorful. It just...
the race.
Superman was so happy. Alright, so you gonna do this? Okay. Alright, we're gonna go...
People be arguing about that...
Which way? This way. Alright.
I remember you guys arguing about that shit.
Yeah, about the race.
Yeah, way back. Mm-hmm. It was filmed at 85.
They raced 3 times, yeah.
And it's like, that's fan service to me. I was like, oh shit, there go this fan service.
That she was so bummed to see that she'd wrecked my life. God, that was amazing. Okay, now let's talk about the last credit scene. Nigga, we are going straight Legion.
Fuck that.
Dude.
I guess I'm not a DC fan, So that doesn't pump me up.
Okay, it's the bad guy version of the Justice League.
Okay, I'm with you.
And we know that the DCFU is talking about doing this Joker movie. They're talking about doing Suicide Squad, Deathstroke, Birds of Prey. That was thrown around.
Right.
Lex Luthor's back.
At least he played the character. What's his name? Magdaleno or whatever.
Joe Magniello.
Yeah.
He looked dope. He looked like Solid Snake.
He literally played the character.
He looks like Deathstroke. The suit for Deathstroke looked amazing.
Yeah.
I thought the CW suit looked dope. Deathstroke suit in the film.
Point.
It looked. You compare it to this movie version, it makes that suit look like cosplay.
No, this movie version is on
point.
That shit.
So much on point, it makes that shit from the CW look really bad.
I watched the whatchamacallit?
Manu Bennett suit.
I watched the animated freaking, because I love DC animated movies. If you watch the animated movie, the DC animated movie where Damien was beating up everybody.
It'd be nice if we probably get Gorilla Grodd now.
I don't want that. That's
Zoom.
That's thank you. I don't know recipe for Flash to just
Zoom.
Look a fool.
Yeah, Zoom.
The animated movie with Batman when Ra's al Ghul got bodied by when Deathstroke got bodied by Damien. Now slow down.
Batman?
Yeah, that one.
Trash.
No, slow down.
Trash.
Slow down.
Trash.
Deathstroke. He looks just like that. He looks just like that. And when he
that
takes
Deathstroke was mad skinny though. Now
no. When he takes the helmet off, same eye patch, same white hair, boom, boom, boom. Shit's on point.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
That shit's on point. Deathstroke's on point.
That's what us Westerners are really good at. You like anime, but it's hard to see those animes come to life.
Yeah.
But the thing about these Western cartoons is we do a pretty darn good job making our shit transition to real life.
Right, because they don't do the weird hair and shit. Fucking weird dress and shit. They got zips hair and fucking shit flowing over here. How the fuck you got that shit hanging off your fucking...
Why is there something just hovering right
They're
here?
doing weird shit. It's cool though. It's cool.
It's cool for anime.
Niggas got fucking real. 6 eyes running along the side of his face and shit. It's whatever. But man, Deathstroke's looking dope as fuck. He looked just like the fucking Deathstroke with the white hair and the white beard and the eye patch, same nigga.
So Lex Luthor said, let's put a team together of our own. Now that intrigues me, and that lets me know that because that was in the credit scene, which means that this is where DC wants to go, is a big huge, hey, Deathstroke movie is coming, and we're gonna work on these villains, which makes me believe that the directors and their visions are gonna, make movies according. We're gonna get a new Batman. We're gonna get new villains. We're gonna get, Metallo, bro. You could freaking Lex Luthor could go, since he's out, he could go grab a Metallo for Superman because he hates Superman. He hates Superman.
Right.
So he's gonna use kryptonite, and I think it makes sense for. And I've been asking for this. Lex Luthor. People ask, what would you do in a Superman movie? I said I'll bring him back light and shiny and bright, which looks like they're doing it now, and I would have Lex Luthor be the head guy. And Metallo as his guy to really hurt Superman. Yeah, right. That's more focused to Superman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's dope. And that
they already blew the load. Zod's the load.
That's not.
Zod's the load to me.
Zod is not the load, bro. Darkseid is the load.
No, but what's his name is personal. You can make an amazing fucking story with Zod.
Yeah,
like that's because he's on his level of strength and he has a personal connection to his home world. That movie done right, that's the fucking load to me.
Okay, I got you. But
I
think there's Metallo was pretty darn good.
No, great.
Metallo is a pretty darn good because of the kryptonite. That's the X factor. That puts him on Zod level.
I'm with that.
Yeah, or even more because it could kill him, man. Metallo could really be an effective villain for Superman.
Yeah, I know. I'm not just saying villain wise. Story development. Zod is just that load. Like he has it all. Yes, I know. I knew you
got it in Man of Steel.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's the load that's been blown. I knew your father. I knew your mother. I knew our people. I'm just as strong as you, but I'm against. Oh, that's the load to me.
Maybe Supergirl's out there floating around. She might go dark.
No.
Dark side, like X-Men, DC Apocalypse movie. Darkseid
is it. That's the next load. That's the next best.
I don't know, bro. They could do the Batman Superman Apocalypse where Darkseid takes control of Supergirl's mind and has him fight him and shit. You never know.
Darkseid's the next load. I'm with you. That's the next load that hasn't been blown. Don't blow that shit. That's the
ultimate load.
Don't blow that.
Take some years to get to him.
Fix that shit.
Yeah,
right.
fix that shit. So overall, let's go ahead and grade this movie, man. I want to hear it. I gave it a B-.
Oh shit.
What would you give this movie, man?
You know I gotta give it that A+++. No, I'm lying.
Man,
I'm fucking with you.
Let me ask you: Is it better? Is it better than Man of Steel?
Nah, no way. No way this is better than Man of Steel.
Damn.
No, this is better than Man of Steel.
Damn.
How is this better than Man of Steel? Man of Steel has a story that works.
You put a lot of weight on the story.
And good action. Hell yeah, I put a lot. The Last of Us is my favorite freaking video game of all time. It's all fucking story.
Give it a grade, bro.
All right. I want all up and in this car when we was coming to replace him. I was gonna give this movie a B-. I was gonna be generous. I was gonna give it to it. I want to give it a B-.
Be real. Don't want to do what you think.
No, I can't bring myself to give it a B-. I have to give it a C+.
Mediocre.
I wanted to give it. It was fun times. It was fun times, but the reasons for me having fun was just not like you said. The way I grade shit, why I'm grading shit. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't on Transformers level. It wasn't, oh, this is beautiful, but there's nothing going on here. It wasn't that. It had moments, but the story was asinine. There's nothing holding it together.
Yep.
It was.
I don't blame you.
It gotta be a C+. I wanted to give it a B-. I was gonna give it a B-, but there's no way I could give it a B- with that trash, garbage story that doesn't exist. I'm sorry. There's no way I can respect myself for giving this a B. A B is a huge grade. B's okay, bruh. How you give it a B?
It's okay for me, man.
Fuck. I'm not
more than okay.
I'm not gonna give them all that shit because I know it was a cleanup job and it was a great fucking cleanup job.
Great. But how did Joss Whedon do?
Fuck.
He did a lot.
He did.
He did a little, but a lot.
A little, but a lot.
The little was a lot.
Amazing fucking job he did.
Yeah, man.
He made me. I hate Aquaman. I hate DC. I hate PG-13 Superman. I hate Batman. I love Batman in this movie. Oh, yeah. I love Superman in this movie. And Superman was still that kind-hearted, loving Superman that I hate. I hate Aquaman. And the man did a good job. Yeah. Nice.
I mean, Snyder set the characters up. I believe Joss Whedon made them likable.
Yeah. Flash, I don't know who made him trip and made me okay with that shit. I knew it was on point. I knew they did it.
I was not okay with that shit.
I wasn't okay with it.
I knew it was gonna happen, but it wasn't.
I knew they did it because it was a thing, just like the race.
Because it's Flash.
Just like the race, though.
Yes.
I knew it was there because they're like, Flash always trips. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
But then like I said, then they shot him in the leg. You fuckers. But
Steppenwolf did it. It's crazy with his axe, I think, or some shit.
I don't remember what hit him in the leg, but it was fucking stupid. When he got shot,
it was a graze too. It was
it's funny you say that because as soon as I saw it's like the camera was like. I remember fucking Amazing Spider-Man.
Leg.
Come on, that little
bullet graze.
Yeah, that's. You know what's fucked up about that? Flash gets a pass because he ain't super nothing, right? But Spider-Man, he be getting wrecked by trucks and shit. That graze.
You have senses.
No, fuck the senses. Let's say by some miracle he does get a graze. Mm-hmm. This fool he can take a bust to the face. That graze shouldn't have you like this.
Right.
That's a graze. You need a fucking big ass pole through your leg to let you whatever. That's
you need a Ned Stark Jamie from the back stab through the leg.
Yeah.
To stop you with shit.
Yeah. What do you do? You should be like, this is nothing. Yeah. Don't even worry about this. But whatever.
C+. I ain't mad at you.
C+. That's
story. It's pretty good coming from you.
The story was terrible.
It was terrible.
Fucking. Shout outs to using Lois nicely. Mm-hmm. You didn't. I guess you squeezed her in there, but
you didn't overuse her. You didn't have her dominate like you did in freaking Man of Steel And BBS, dear God.
And shout outs to throwing Martha in there. She wasn't needed, but
she was nice.
If you
addition.
if you put her in there, you know if she wasn't in there, I'd be like, damn, Superman never wants to see his mom. What the fuck?
How the freak you let Martha lose her house? Lois.
You fucking Bruce is the one.
You got Superman killed and let her house get took?
Bro, I bought the bank. Well, fuck, you could have paid for the mortgage and shit. You bought the fucking bank.
So basically, if he didn't come back to life, she'd be homeless. That's some effed up shit, Bruce.
Did you think he paid for that U-Haul she was driving? Come on.
No.
That asshole, bro.
Yeah.
I bought the bank because you back.
But you gotta pay the U-Haul. Batman, you ain't shit.
Batman's a piece of shit. That's why in the theaters, when I saw that, I turned around, I was like, he's using his superpowers. I'm rich. That's a superpower. Piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He could have been with that.
That's some effed up shit right there, blow. Pothole. All right.
It's fucked up.
Any last shit to say?
Nah. The movie was fun times, and don't mistake it. I know I'm saying it's fun times, but Transformers is fucking fun times.
No, it ain't.
No, I love looking at that shit. I'm sorry, I love.
Oh, heck no, that shit's not fun.
I'm sorry. For me, I could cut out the story in the raid and just watch the ass whooping.
Oh.
I love looking at the shit, but that by no means it's your fucking grade A. You need a good story. You need an okay story on top of awesomeness. There was awesomeness. There was not a great story. I'm sorry. Gotta get that C+.
And I ain't mad at you. This was an incredibly in-depth, long review. Yeah. I feel like we spent like 45 minutes on the negatives and 45 on the positives. I feel like that's crazy. I hope you guys stay tuned for most of it.
Yeah.
I am really looking forward to the future of the DCFU. Good job. Huge success by turning this dumpster fire into something passable and actually quite good in my eyes. Yeah. And for the fact that you even gave it a C+ in your eyes, that's pretty darn freaking amazing. Because this movie was a walking, talking, breathing D- waiting to happen.
It was.
It really was.
I literally thought all that shit about the trailer. I was like, that trailer looked good, but I already know it's gonna be a piece of shit.
Yeah, and it actually gave you trailer elements and more.
It did.
So that's freaking dope.
It did.
All right, that's it for me. I'm Jody Joe. I'd like to thank the man, the myth, the legend, the cult for being here.
I'd like to thank you for getting me right on every step of the way.
Always, bro, man. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for the real content. Thank you guys very much. Moving on, there's going to be a nice mission to go to. I'm Jody Joe. Code. We out this thing. Deuces.